Well, hello. I'm Matt. Welcome to the good life. I do a little radio show from my backyard in the hills of Encino. I'm a lucky guy. In fact, I'd say luckier than most. I have lots of friends that I like to call stars. Hey, in fact, there's one now. You probably know Ryan Stiles, Drew Carey Show. Whose line is it anyway? Black Hawk Down?
I wasn't in Black Hawk Down, Matt. That wasn't me, okay? What are you doing here?
The gate was actually open. I thought I'd take a little jacuzzi-roo.
I got company coming over, okay? People that matter, okay? Get up, go.
Bubbles feel so good,
Look,
Brian.
Matt, you know what? You gotta stop doing this, okay? I can't be coming home with the wife and kids and you're in my tub, okay? Just get out.
I'm not wearing nothing.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
Yes, he just passed out.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad. Huh? Had to lighten him up loud.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
Had to lighten him.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
Yeah.
And he's not fat. We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Outlaw Radio. Say bye, bye.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Bye, bye.
Oh, yeah.
Say bye, bye.
Come on now. The regular circus of the stars this week, wasn't it? Oh, yeah.
Hats and Ben Davis flags, 30-pack of strong, straight rock and roll. No Rogaine in the propane flow. The chosen one, I'm the living proof. With the gift of gab from the city of truth. You know I jab, stab, and not critics back. And I did not start when I said that. I'm going platinum, selling rhymes. I went platinum 7 times. Still they ill and want to see us fry.
I'm only getting every other word here, but, you know, I love the emphasis, though, and the reason behind it. Come on now.
Cowboy, I'm the singer of black. Throw a fist in the air, let me see where you're at. Say fight, fight. Say fight, fight.
Oh, yeah.
Say fight, fight. Say Trump, Trump.
Oh, the left is hating this. Hating it.
ACDC, NCC time. Won't see this beast, these are the kings of rock. Skinner, Cedar, Lynn, Cornerstone. David Attico, and No-Show Jones.
Come on.
Yeah, pass that bottle around.
Oh, yeah.
The rock from Detroit, the soul from Motown. The underground, straight Detroit damn. With tracks to Mac and slap back to back. Never gain no pain, I don't play
Little
with
cup of brown right here.
With Liberace Flash, rock the clash, boy bands are trash. Johnny Cash and Grandmaster Flash.
Both Grandmaster Flash and Johnny Cash?
That's right, man.
Wow.
If it rhymes, let's throw her in. Lyrical genius. Actually, I like
Lyrical gangsta. What's more important?
sirens.
Watch me, kid. You can roll and rock, or you can. I'm the ultimate. I'm like amazing
Is he like Macy Gray? Is that what he said? LTD and Sister Sledge.
Skin boot 65 Chevelle. See me ride and sit and hit a rebel, yeah. I won't live to tell. So if you do, rock for freedom and rock for truth. Who knew I'd blow like Oklahoma, Florida, Georgia, Arizona. Smell the aroma.
Detroit?
Check my hits. I know a station.
He already said Detroit.
Trump's the
Doesn't rhyme. Trump's the But he threw his...
He probably should have said the word. What the hell?
At the convention?
I mean, the guy was almost killed, for God's sake. Say the word. Say the word.
Say Trump, Trump. Say Trump, Trump.
Oh, yeah.
I need to hear you out in the neck. One more time.
It's always one more time, and the crowd is never loud enough.
Say Trump, Trump.
Well, not there.
For whoever's on stage.
From front to back, come on, Trump, Trump. Wow.
I've done that. I can't hear you.
Well,
It doesn't get any loud. Let's hear the right side of the room. Let's hear the left side of the room.
And then you put the mic out toward the audience.
Yeah.
Which is always really irritating because it does nothing.
No.
You know, as a kid in Everett, Washington, I'm the only white kid at the Gap Band concert in Seattle, and they would do that. They'd put it out there, and even as a kid, I'm thinking, what the hell is that doing? Why should we perform? You guys, burn rubber on me, Charlie.
You spent money on the ticket.
Yeah.
Well, even Kotak, when we saw the Scorpions, at the forum.
Yeah, James
did that when his drum solo. All right, now let me hear the right side, let me hear the left, and let me hear the center.
He would be so invigorated now.
He was, oh, yeah.
About our party? Right he would be so invigorated right now. But it was a regular Circus of the Stars. And are you sure this wasn't the Democrats convention? I mean, see? I got to tell you, that Trump, man, he's the only one that can get away with this stuff. I mean, he knows showbiz.
What do the Democrats do? Bring out the Mormon Tabernacle Choir?
Yeah, I mean, what the hell? Right.
You bring out Kid Rock, the badass.
The hell? But, it was sort of a freak show. Sort of a freak show.
I mean, Kid Rock and Dana White.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
But a freak show, yes, but it's about stinking time, man.
I'll tell you what, though, those two, that combination got me, well, if it wasn't already me, but everybody I know is into both of those guys, and it was a great move.
Yeah, and then you get your union sort of on board and integrated, and I wonder if they will accept I was going to say the fig leaf. Well, let's go with that. I got no sleep last night, so I am running on empty. If I can get through these 3 hours, then fight. And the way I see it is, Trump almost lost his life. I can go through a 3-hour show without any sleep.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the way it is.
We'll have Uncle Nearest help you out a little bit.
That'll put me right to sleep. You mean this 120 proof
I don't know if
bourbon?
that's a good idea.
It's not a good idea. By the way,
Great idea.
It ain't a good idea. Bringing your union on stage. Yeah. How about that? Your boy.
Well, Teamsters are the best union in the world. So.
And by the way, he threw it out there to the Democrats as well. If they want him on stage, he'll come on their stage. Now, what do you think? What do you think the odds are that they will also have him as part of their big rally cry?
0 to -0.
How about you, Ralph?
They're going to bring a union president, but not him. Probably the National Association of Teachers Unions or something.
Please. They are so in the pocket. There's nothing we can do about those scumbags. They don't care about the kids, man. Don't make me sing. And how about that RNC cover band? How good were they? And I thought, are they going to switch out bands? They didn't have to. They were that good. And
I saw snippets.
And that dude, the lead dude, I looked that guy up because here's this suave-looking guy. Can you imagine the amount of poontang that guy got every night? I didn't look. Is he a married man? Does anyone know?
Don't know.
But I get he's from a country/cover band in Nashville, as I understand it. And these guys, they'll never have to worry about another booking. Not that they did, but...
Well, when you're a big star, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can grab them, right? Yeah, you can grab them. And this guy, my God, and there are some hot babes out there in the crowd, too. You know, you can't compare the mealy-mouthed, purple-haired, ring in their nose freaks.
I'll tell you, the Republican side has some of the finest-looking women.
Oh, yeah.
They have Joy Behar.
They do.
That's true. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, they do have
You
Joy
got me on that
Behar.
one.
Stumped.
Hulk Hogan, man, at the RNC. I love that shirt ripping.
Hulkster.
Oh, I love that. Trump is my hero.
Listen, brother. Trump's the guy, brother. You're going to vote for him now.
You know what I got a kick out of? And we're going to play this little snippet here, and it's only about 30 seconds. But as I'm watching him, I'm thinking, is that the... Because I've never really followed him. I like him.
Hulk Hogan?
I've always liked him, but I never followed him. So I was wondering to myself, is that his real voice? Is that the only voice he has?
That's the only one he has, because that's the one he trained himself to use during the wrestling thing.
And
I don't think
then we discover during the Brett Baer interview that ain't his real voice. This is the real Hulk Hogan right here.
Crowd behind you. You're going to speak to him.
I can't wait. This is going to be like body slamming the giant at WrestleMania.
What brought you out here? Why are you here?
Well, you know, Brett, I got tired of remaining silent. You know, I sat back and watched the borders collapse. I watched the economy collapse. You know, I watched the price of gas, the price of food. Everything just do an upside down flip. And when they took a shot at my hero, Donald Trump, I realized that I couldn't be
He has gas.
silent anymore. You know, I had to step up. I had to be a real American, just like all these real Americans here in Donald Trump. I have a voice too, and I want people to know it's time to talk. It's time not to be silent anymore.
Yeah, and it is. And it is.
Yeah, no, like I said, it's when he's excited about something screaming.
All he's doing is act. You know, what he's doing
He
is
just
act.
amplifies it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that-
didn't you
that's
see,
all.
was it Rocky 3?
That's
And he
all.
was,
Yeah,
he did
no.
that exhibition thing, and he just talked just like that.
I wish I remembered Rocky 3.
I've
don't-
never seen it.
I don't know if I ever saw that thing.
1 and 2, I don't.
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Did you see number 9?
Loved one.
Number 9. No, I saw Revenge of the Nerds 3.
No, but I did enjoy 19. 19.
No, I just watched Revenge of the Nerds 2 today, earlier.
And Lost in Paradise.
It's a funny damn movie, man.
It is funny.
Why are we talking about Revenge of the Nerds?
I don't know.
Segue.
That would be my brother Mart, everybody.
That was part 2.
And have we all had about enough, let's say 20 years ago, of this Whoopi effing Goldberg? I must tell you that, you know, I've tried to spend my life not hating. And these people who are so excruciatingly stupid drive me to the point of hate.
Yeah.
I obviously sort of a loss for words when the stupidity is so much bigger than the entire panel of friggin' wildebeests on The View. And here she goes, just a few days after the man was almost assassinated. Was it set up by Trump? Is that he's a showman, right? So yeah.
Later I'll tell you, I got some stories.
Did he set that up? Yeah. Is that?
Oh boy. Yeah.
What a stupid.
I mean, from at work, I've heard guys say that he had a blood packet in his hand and went down to where. I said, so the guy that had his brain splattered, the fireman. So that was set up too.
Yeah, of course.
You don't have any.
Yeah. Well, that's Mark. You got to understand that's because Trump doesn't care about other people, only himself. So if you have to take out a fireman to get elected, you know, these people are such friggin' imbeciles. But it's just silly. The hatred for Donald Trump is silly. It's laughable. When they talk about him being a racist and Hitler, then back it up. Ask the question, back it up. There is nothing there to back it up except lies or taken out of context BS. And this is, it gets my skin crawling thinking about this. But, if I have to live through this, you do too. It's a short one with Whoopi Goldberg. Go ahead.
Now, for me, I have a lot of faith in the American people.
Pause for just a second. In fact, we're going to start over. No, I can't say that. because I'll stoop to their level.
Now, for me.
Yeah, this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle is about as dumb as a mud fence. Me, myself, and I.
Let me tell you something, man. Get out of my vagina. Get out of my behind.
Get out of my vagina.
I see trees of green. That's
red roses.
She's turning into Satchmo.
But when you listen to this broad, and then you'll hear the audience, these friggin' lemmings, these trained effing seals. My God. See there, and I almost said something else that I shouldn't say.
You should really be careful. You didn't sleep.
I know.
You didn't sleep much last
I'm
night.
just thinking. I don't know. My thoughts are on guns right now. My thoughts are on guns.
You should definitely have a drink then.
Okay, here we go. Whoopi Goldberg.
Now, for me, I have a lot of faith in the American people. And I don't know very many men who want to be taught.
No, you don't. Did you in 2016? I don't think so. I don't think you had any faith in the American people in 2016. Whoopi Gold idiot. Change your name so you'd be more acceptable in the Hollywood community.
Whoopi's not her name?
Her last name was Cushion.
I know what's going on here.
Doesn't that piss the Jewish people off, the Goldberg thing?
It takes a lot to piss off the Jews. I mean, my God, if they're not voting for Trump by now, what's it going to take?
Mark?
What the hell's it going to take?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
That's Mark C.G. Boyer, our official 100% Jew who takes off the Jewish holidays. So that tells you.
As he'll eat pork ribs.
But he eats pork ribs, so he's not 100% Boda. He's not a kosher Jew.
No.
But a Jew nonetheless. Are you not?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, what's it going to take?
He takes those paid holidays.
He's retired now. He doesn't get paid. I don't know what he's going to do.
I would too, man. Okay, let's start again. Whoopi Goldschmier.
I know very many men who want to be talked to the way that this man has been talking to men in his audience. I don't know any women, and I know his grandchild was up on the thing, and they're trying to humanize him and change your idea about who this guy is. Don't fall for that.
Trump. He's talking about. Yeah. He's talking about Trump.
That's an audience of assassins right there, man. They're applauding this nastiness. They applaud this nastiness just 4 days after the man was almost killed.
Yeah, you knew they were going to dig in at some point. And now, it's like,
I'm going to tell you this from the bottom of my bottom, from the bottom of my heart. I think you know me well enough as you watch us on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest radio stations throughout the country. You know me well enough to know that what I'm about to tell you is 100% honest. And I probably didn't need to tell you that because you being, for the most part, on the right side of America and a lover of the United States of America, I'm sure you share this belief. We don't want someone to take out Joe Biden. I didn't ever,
absolutely not.
But I never wanted someone to take out Barack Obama. Never, not once did that inclination enter my head. It's the last thing. It's un-American. It's a friggin' banana republic tactic.
It's brutal.
And it ain't the thing to do.
Yeah.
Do you believe in your heart that these folks, these woke left sons of bitches who think it's all right for a man to play in a woman's sport, do you think that they feel the same way about Donald Trump? Anyone? How about you, Dave?
No, of course not.
There's one guy that came online last week. It was on Instagram or something, and he said, "Yeah, I'm saying it right now." James Klug is the guy interviewing him on in the beach at the beach area. And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, I wish he would have died. I wish the man would have died. I wish he would have got him in the head. But he was just like that, cold. And just, but
and P.S., my statement is not because of diplomacy. I'm not being diplomatic here. I do not, even even if Joe Biden had his faculties and was kicking Trump's ass right now, I would not want the man to be shot and or killed.
It's called humanity.
I didn't hear anybody in the left complain about AR-15s last week.
No, not 1 second of that.
Yeah.
Not 1 second of that. I was surprised that in Donald Trump's very long, it was a very long speech.
Hour and 32 minutes. Right?
That he didn't mention the Second Amendment. You know, I was sort of amazed that he didn't. And
I'm glad he didn't bring it up, really, because what's the point?
Well,
it just gives him ammo, right? It just gives him something to shoot back
Nice
at.
pun.
Yeah, 2 puns in a row.
Right.
Yeah, we usually only get 1, but 2.
I doubled down.
Got a bonus from old Dave today.
Yeah. I don't know. I might have mentioned it. And am I still the Second Amendment guy? I would have put my hand up. That I think speaks.
I see what
words.
you're saying. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's not about the gun. It's about this little miscreant. And now they're talking about a second shooter. Now, is this deep dive stuff, or is this a possibility?
Well, you remember when Wednesday night, I think, was it Cato that got the info that they did arrest a second shooter, but
there was nobody else with a gun.
Hold on a second. Cato Kalin, love him dearly, and he loves America.
And he's on our team.
But you talk about a deep dive. This guy is one of those guys that is deep into the sort of little Q-ish, and I'm not that guy. However, was this a setup? Did they attempt to take him out? Were there meetings with this kid weeks or a month before that we'll never hear about?
Or was he paid off by some...
Not paid off, just simply... what do you think, Ralph?
I think if it was a setup or if they paid him off, they get a better shooter.
Yeah.
Well,
no, I mean...
you get a real sniper. Right, instead of some punk kid that barely can hold an AR-15.
Yeah. Listen, there's something to be said for his... It wasn't a reflex. He just happened to move his head. Yeah. He luckily...
Right, of course.
God saved him.
Right. But by the way... just for the facts, it wasn't an AR-15. It's actually an AR-5,
right?
Which is a 22 caliber.
It's a 5.56.
No, it was an AR-5. It's an Air Force recovery.
Why did they keep us saying the round was a 5.56?
It was a 22.
It wasn't a 5.56. If it was a 223,
okay, I can look it up after.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it was a 22. No, it was a 22.
Find out what the round was.
If you're going to hire someone to assassinate, they're not going to use a 22.
No. Or does that pin it on the bad side? Instantly, if you have this kid and it's sort of untraceable and it's an easy shot.
Well, let me ask you, Dave, do you know, was the rifle scoped? It had to have been scoped.
I didn't see. I don't.
Because iron sights, even from 150 yards, you got to be pretty damn good with iron sights.
Well, if you want to believe the press, the sniper...
okay, why don't you just stop right there?
The first Secret Service sniper missed his shot.
No. I'm talking about the kid.
Go ahead, Ralph.
The second Secret Service sniper only could see the kid's scope.
So he scoped.
And he took that shot, and that's why they say it's a 1 in a million shot from him, because he had no clear view of the kid's head, only the scope.
Wow.
So he shot right at the scope and plowed that guy.
Right.
God bless him.
Yeah.
A 2-3-3.
And we were on the air at the time a week. Hey, Mark, I'm trying to do a show. You two kids, you two teenagers.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a show over here.
Oh,
yeah, and it was a week ago. We were on the air when all of this came down.
We all got notifications. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a lot to get to, including the loss of a couple classic character actors. One, you're gonna hate that I say this, but one much more important than the other.
Oh boy.
Yeah. You're all thinking it. So
I met one of them.
Well, I'll get to that. I'll get to our dinner with this man next on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Outlaw Radio. The staccato hoofbeats of a golden palomino, carrying a man who fights wherever justice needs a champion.
Magic Matt Allen. Should I get to this Joy Beastar suggesting a 20-year-old white guy buying 50 rounds of ammo should be reported? She and Anna Nadummy.
They bought a box of ammo.
Right, on the view. Yeah, they know nothing about what comes out of their ass. Oh, okay, I'll get to that in just a second. First of all, Whitney Reidebeck, Friday the 13th actor and crash test dummy in seatbelt ads.
What?
Yeah. He was the crash test dummy in seatbelt ads. Dies at 79 years old.
Was he wearing a seatbelt?
He was not wearing a seatbelt at the time. And see?
Let's go for the easy.
That says a lot, man. Whitney Reidebeck, master of physical comedy. He started out as a mime, appeared in Sleeper, guest starred on lots of shows, including MASH, Cagney and Lacey, and Scrubs.
Mime makes sense.
What?
A mime makes sense.
Mimes freak me out, man. Mimes are creepy.
And Dedaroo at 79. Well, the mime thing probably didn't hurt him in garnering that crash test dummy role.
Yeah.
Yeah, but another much, much bigger death.
Yeah. Well, it is.
That's sad.
Oh, by the way, how do I put this? Because as I'm watching this, Richard Simmons, we lost Richard Simmons a week ago. And the first thing that came to mind was Richard was Farrah Fawcetted.
Yeah, upstaged.
Yes. As Michael Jackson, this goes back 15, 17, 18 years now. As Michael Jackson, minding his own business, Farrah Fawcett passed away. It was the headlines for about a minute. Farrah Fawcett, iconic actress. I mean, and what a beautiful woman.
Yeah. Great poster.
Oh,
best ever.
In our bedroom, didn't we?
Classic poster. And so she passes away, and she garners attention for about, I think it was about 60 seconds, and then Michael Jackson died, and nothing more about Farrah Fawcett.
So you think he did it on purpose?
Well, I got to tell you something, man. You really got to be careful. As a celebrity, you have to take note of when you die.
Timing is everything.
Timing is everything. And so, our friend Richard Simmons, who I have not a bad thing to say about, I like the guy. He passes away. He was an icon. He would have ruled the roost for several days. And then, of course, the big shooting on Saturday
took everything.
Yeah, and it took the memory of Richard Simmons away. I'm surprised that Donald Trump during his speech didn't at least mention Richard Simmons. I'm sorry that would that not have been funny? Richard Simmons, sorry it happened at that time. That's all he would have had to say. That's all he would have had to say.
I didn't mean to take your spotlight, Rich.
I don't know. He needs better comedy writers that Donald Trump. But here he is, man. Bob Newart, trailblazing actor. Bob Newhart show twice. Might have been 3 times. I don't know how many shows. I mean, he did shows in the 50s as well. Uh-oh.
Is that Bob calling you?
Hello?
I wish he really could answer now, man. Didn't we grow up with this?
Oh, my God. Isn't that the same theme music for the Rockford Files? I think they used
Come on, man. Yeah, Bob.
Marty's upstaging Bob now.
Yeah. See this? He's pulling a Farrah Fawcetting Bob Newhart.
I wouldn't do that.
That's
I met
a new
Bob
term.
one night.
Bob Newhart, the Bob Newhart Show, and Newhart, and it's rare that you do two shows in a row that were so different but so beautifully,
Oh, my God.
so beautifully written. And I hope someone in this room, this 1876 Virginia City, Nevada style bar in the hills of the San Fernando Valley, spitting distance from Hollywood, Cali. It's where all the miscreants live, right over there.
That's me.
I wish you could help me. Yeah, that's you. Well, you're in Beverly Hills. And we've learned, Ralph Odierna, that in Beverly Hills, it seems that there might be 60 to 70% conservatives there.
It's one of the only cities in Southern California that voted overwhelmingly Trump.
How about that? So you're not one of the miscreants.
Thank you, Persian Jews.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you're right. And a big difference between Hollywood and Beverly Hills.
Huge difference.
Yeah. But who is, okay, so there's Suzanne Plachette, who I had the pleasure of meeting, and I'll tell you about that in a second. But it was at the, not the wake, but sitting Shiva for Buddy, the comedian.
Hackett?
I'm telling you, I got no sleep last night, so it's, just work with me. Buddy Hackett, sitting Shiva at Buddy's house in Beverly Hills, that's when I met Suzanne Plachette. Suzanne Plachette's husband had passed away, and for years there was sort of a thing with Suzanne Plachette and the dude who was on the second Bob Newhart show, famous character actor.
Tom Poston?
Thank you very much, Mark C.G. Boyle.
That was one of the ski resorts.
Tom Poston, a brilliantly talented guy who played characters that were opposite of really who he was. The guy was virtually a Mensa. He was a really intelligent guy. I learned that firsthand at Buddy Hackett's house when here I am trying to be funny, if you can imagine, and he busts me on something. And I realized instantly that Tom Poston does not suffer the fools, and unfortunately, I was the fool that day.
We had him at our show. We had him he came over one time. Or I know we went to the Army's Army.
Bart, you're thinking of someone that looked like Tom.
Oh,
yeah,
no, it was Tom.
No, but I met Tom, and what a brilliant guy. And I met Suzanne Plachette, who I always found incredibly sexy. From the Wild West movie with Jim Garner, support your local gunfighter or sheriff. Well, it was one of those. Always loved her. And those two got together. Tom Poston lost his wife, Suzanne Plachette, and they were an item now. Yeah, Ralph?
Picking up women at a funeral is not hard to do. Time is short.
I don't think that's what had happened. I
start crashing.
I think they were together. But I will tell you, Bob Newhart. I'll tell you about our dinner with Bob. It was my brother Mart and I minding our own business at Musso and Frank's, and we noticed a huge table.
Angie Dickinson.
Angie Dickinson was sitting there.
Tim Conway.
Yeah, a bunch of notables in this, the oldest bar restaurant in Hollywood, and a classic joint that remains today, as a matter of fact.
I remember Bob Newhart's wife a lot because she was so friendly and so
you mentioned
nice.
that. Yeah, she really was the sweetest gal. And so I guess if you really want to put the focus on this, we weren't actually having dinner with them.
Yeah,
but I mean, we were.
I bothered. Well,
we were eventually having dinner, but I was drinking at the bar, and they were so close. It was almost
we were having dinner with them.
It was almost as though we were at their table.
So Bob comes walking. He's going to the back entrance of Musso's, and I stopped him and I go, him and his wife, and I said, Bob Newart, I just want to shake your hand. I said, we're really good friends with Jack Riley, who played Mr. Carlin.
Yeah, our dear friend Jack. Yeah.
Oh man, how's Jack doing, boy? I love we love Jack. This is my wife. And
well, I guess you don't love him. You're asking us how he's doing.
I know. And then he said,
Hollywood, man, Hollywood.
You can tell Newhart kind of want to end the conversation when he was like, hey, Tim Conway's here. I'm like, Oh, is he? Yeah, I know Tim.
See, that's funny. That's classic Bob Newhart. And his best friend, Don Rickles. Man, they got to be up there in heaven making each other laugh right now. It brings a tear to my eye that the end of an era. And not looking, about 2 weeks ago, Lori Downey Jr. was over here on a Sunday, and we were talking about various things. And out of nowhere, I said, "You know who's not going to be with us." You remember that?
I witnessed it. I was sitting on the couch.
Yeah, you know who's not going to be with us much longer, and I'll give him a couple weeks.
Yep.
Bob Newhart.
He did say that.
Yeah, I said he looks like Skeletor, but 94. I guess that's a pretty good run, unless you're 94 and you're dying. Then you're thinking, well, that's not. No, give me a couple more days or a couple more weeks.
Our sister lived in an apartment complex in Woodland Hills with his son.
Oh, is that right?
He lived like 2 apartments down from her, and she said we all knew it because it got around the rumor, and he was a wacko.
Oh, his son?
Yeah, like real loose cannon type of dude.
Dude from Chicago, 30 years working as an accountant. I mean, dig that. He was 30 years old working as an accountant, and then he puts out this comedy album. I mean, the guy's an accountant. He's a bona fide accountant.
They're funny people.
Yeah, you wouldn't think, but his deadpan, you'd think, yeah, that guy could have been an accountant, but he was highlighted on Pioneers of Television, and 56 years. And you'd think a guy who was 94 would have been in show business longer, and that's the part I find interesting. He's only in showbiz 56 years at 94 years old. So he entered into the fray of show busyness much later in life. 14 feature films, tons of albums, the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, presented by the Kennedy Center, and induction to the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame. And he won his first Emmy in 2013 for recurring appearances on Big Bang Theory. And he also appears in the series The Librarians on TNT. Anybody see that thing?
It's not
Big Bang, yeah.
Yeah.
He was great in Elf.
Oh, yes. Of course.
I was just going to say that. Papa Elf.
Yeah.
And how perfect a role is that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I got a feeling whoever produced that movie, they may have paid out the ass to get him, because there was no one that could take that role. It was Bob Newhart,
well,
and I bet they had their sights on him. It's like Bob Newhart or no one.
And that movie killed it, so they made their money. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. So Chicago dude, man, and a disc jockey. He did his radio thing early with a dude named Dan Sorkin.
Top 40?
And then it was like the morning show sort of thing.
I think that's one guy that you could try anything you wanted to, and it's hard to get him to laugh because he's so straight, like deadpan, kind of a mellow, laid back.
Well, the real funny guys, and yeah, my hand's in the air. The real funny guys don't really laugh. They simply say, "Yeah, that works," or "That's funny." I have found myself doing that for a gazillion years.
So when people
if I find something funny, I'll say, "Yeah, that's fun. That works."
You did that yesterday. In the car.
Okay. Yeah, you told. Okay, and you know what? Might as well reveal this joke. And yes, it'll be told by Mark C.G.
Oh,
Boyer,
no.
but it's a quickie. It's a quickie because
buckle up.
Mark and I, on the way to Costco, I see this. What do we call those?
A station wagon.
No,
with the wood panels.
No, they call them the Woodies. They call them the Woodies, and it was beautiful. It was all maxed out, and it was detailed, and it was gorgeous. I said, "Look at that thing. That is gorgeous." And Mark says, "Did you ever hear the police joke?" And I said, "No." And I here I am thinking I've heard every joke. So the joke is this. Oh, God. Do you think there's any chance he won't screw this up?
No, it'll be fine.
He didn't screw it up yesterday. Okay, go.
Yeah, so they go and they buy the Woody.
Who's
take
they?
it home.
Yeah, the Polish
the ethnic
people.
Group, yes.
Okay.
And they take it home, and then they get out their crowbars and their saws and their screwdrivers and their hammers, and they go to work on the car. About an hour and a half later, they stand back, look at their work, and one of them says, "I liked it better when it was in the box."
I think that's pretty. I think crate works better. Does crate work better?
Crate
or
works better.
Crate, right?
I still
because crate is wooden.
But I don't
see. Here I am. See. This is what I do. So yeah. I wish Bob Newart were here so I could fact check him.
He'd say, "Hey, Tim Conway's here."
Yeah. I'd say, Bob, is it crate or is it box? Which works better on that? Bob Newart, you brought so many laughs, so many smiles. You made us laugh. You made us cry. Especially that the last episode of his second television series, which was pure genius, was Suzanne Plachette showing up in his bed. It was pure genius.
Hello.
You will be sorely missed. Another lion who has left the den. God bless you.
God rest your soul.
And thank you for listening and watching Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest radio stations throughout the country.
drunk brother with bad breath who's funny sometimes and other times you have no idea what he's talking about. Like a Facebook friend with a real bad attitude. Like that movie that you never wanted to see, but it's the only thing on. This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
It's been quite some time since I've had a knockdown brawl on my Facebook page.
It's about time.
I've laid low for the last several years, not being so political in my posts, and I don't need it. There's so many reasons for that, but I don't need it.
You unburdened yourself of it.
I unburdened myself of the fights that I used to have with idiot sticks on my Facebook page, which, if you'd like to check it out, my personal Facebook page is Matt Allen, Mattallan. 2 words, first and last. But I did get into it with a gal from Pasadena, of all places, and it turns out, talk about small freaking world. Turns out our buddy in Eugene, Oregon, Terry Vincent, went to school with this chick. Oh. And we're going to have Terry on the show with us next hour to talk about this. But it was simply, and this is what started it. So I'm not back to my old tactics of trying to start trouble or being political on my page. It was simply the now iconic picture of the great Donald J. Trump after being shot with his fist in the air.
Great T-shirts.
And my caption was 1,000 words. And that's all it took for one dumbbell out of Pasadena, who happens to be a, what the hell is, it comes out that she's a therapist.
Of course she is.
And that's what I said, Ralph. What have I said about therapists? They are the most effed up human beings on the planet, and 99% of them are left wokey a-holes who don't want you to have a relationship with your child, especially if they're delivering therapy to your child. It's just between them. Those are the people we're dealing with.
Those are people you got to look out for.
Yeah. So I'll get to that. I'll get to the back and forth, and I know you'll find this interesting. It's been a long time, my friends. But first, Joy Beastar suggesting a 20-year-old white guy buying 50 rounds of ammo should be reported. It starts off with Anna Nadummy, and this is, of course, all that cadre of yentas on the View, and it sounded like this. Sickness. Just sickness. Oh, you don't have it there?
I don't have it.
Oh, okay. It's, yeah, I didn't put it up there. Oh, I thought I wrote it. Did I not?
Okay. You did. Okay, sorry about that.
So it is. Stop apologizing, Dave.
Yep. Here we go.
Okay.
Producer
to do that. And I also need to say, I hope that at some point in this country, we do have a conversation about what is happening, because we can't just react when it is our side. What was this again? It was, a 20-year-old lone wolf, white, whack job.
We don't know yet.
With easy access to a gun. And we have to have a conversation about that, because it wasn't a drag queen. It wasn't an immigrant. It wasn't a pissed off liberal woman. This keeps happening.
Pause.
And we need to react.
No, it was a psycho, pissed off, lefty white kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care how he registered. Who gives an F? The guy gave money to Democrat woke campaigns.
Easy access to a gun. His dad had like 50
Yeah, of course, it was his father's. It was his father's. His parents, who I understand, had about 20 guns around the house.
Right.
And by the way, you said that Trump never mentioned the Second Amendment, but his vice president, J.D. Vance, spoke lovingly about his grandmother having 19 loaded handguns around the house.
Yeah.
She couldn't walk and she wanted to be able to defend her family.
Yeah, hey, Dave, let's go to break, and I'll get back to this Joy Beastar and Anna Navarro next hour. Plus, we'll get into this fake Facebook back and forth. Her name is Susan Jean Roscoff, and she's the kind of broad that if this gets back to her, she'll try to sue me.
That's Roscoff with a P.
Yeah, she'll try to sue me for defamation, but
good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
What's she gonna get?
Well,
millions.
Blood from a turnip, you dummy. Isn't that funny? I already have her suing me.
Oh yeah, it's great.
And Bill Maher, we don't need in-depth investigation to know Secret Service head should be fired. Well, it's not a noggin scratcher, but okay, Bill. Thank you for saying the right thing. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
On the street, I was talking to a man. He said there's so much, but there's nothing mine that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. You need direction, yeah, you need a name. When you stand at the crossroads, we high, we look the same. After a while, you get to recognize the signs. So if you get it wrong, you get it right next time. Next time.
Doohickey, you know, the doohickey that rolls.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time! Our main event! Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Sean Young on Outlaw Radio.
Hey, this is Shelley Berman on Outlaw Radio. Listen, come on, listen to me or listen to Matt. If you like being bored, it's great for you.
It's Robert Hayes. I'm here on Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, a.k.a. The Weasel. We are here to drink. We're here to smoke. We're here to interrupt. You may drink. You may smoke. You may interrupt, but I'm here to...
Live from the Lighten Up Lounge, this is Dom DeLuise saying, this is Outlaw Radio.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery at Lighten Up Lounge on Outlaw Radio. There's lots of fun, guys. Be back, 2 and 2.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to Outlaw Radio, where we smoke, we drink, and occasionally we bother people who look old and weak.
Hi, this is Rick Dees with Magic Matt, a.k.a. Mr. Cigar, in the Lighten Up Lounge. We drink, we smoke, we interrupt.
All right. Yeah. If you haven't thought about it today, fight. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back to Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio from the beautiful San Fernando Valley, the hills of the most beautiful valley in the formerly great city of Los Angeles. Formerly great
state of
and
California.
the formerly great state of California.
I mean, the best part of that fight thing, I thought, was when Trump hits the ground.
Yeah.
Getting back up, they're swarming him, and he goes, wait.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a cognizant guy. Wait.
And then
Fight.
what happened to his shoes? Were his shoes kicked off? Or?
Yeah, when his primary jumped on top of him, hit him with such force that his shoes flew off.
Knocked him out of his shoes.
It's like, hold on a second. I ain't walking out of here without my shoes.
That was set up, too, though.
Yeah, it was all a setup.
Yeah, there were strings tied to his shoes, and they pulled them off.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. We were just talking about now. I'm sitting next to Tom Omar from the Newhart Show.
Yeah. Wait, was he on the Newhart Show? I don't believe Tom.
I don't believe he was.
No, I don't believe so.
Everything else.
Yeah, he's been in every other TV show.
You remember that, Tom?
Tom, of course, from he lives here in town, but he's been shooting, as they say in the business, a new film in Oklahoma. And my question for you is Oklahoma better than okay? Huh?
Pretty funny.
That works.
So is there an answer to this question? I mean, you like?
No, I guess I loved it. Oklahoma's really.
I
cool.
got a feeling because they have some great government there in Oklahoma.
Yes.
Did you feel like you were around your people, the people that love America?
You know, I haven't felt like that. When I go back to Indiana, where I grew up, I feel like that. And going to Oklahoma, I felt like that. It was everybody I met was just so down to earth, so just. No pretense at all about them.
See, and that's the thing. And here in Hollywood and Los Angeles, it's all pretense.
Bunch of fakies.
It's all pretense. You can't get away from it.
You know what's really funny, too? I made a note of this. I was there for almost a month, just shy of a month.
Yeah.
The whole time I was there, I saw 3 Teslas.
Nice.
The whole time.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I saw three Teslas on the way over here. I just saw 14 of them.
Sure,
of course. Just getting off the 118.
Yeah.
But everything is either a pickup truck or an SUV.
That's
Very
right.
few sedans.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
With a gun hanging on a rack.
You know what's ironic about the Tesla? Elon Musk has like 12 kids, and his logo on the Tesla is an IUD.
Yeah, I know. We went into this.
That is, I didn't know that.
Did you? Hold on a second. Did you miss that show?
Yeah, I must have.
You must have missed that. What do I have that under? Do I have it under maybe Tesla? Because it's certainly worth it. It's a quickie, but yeah, it is. It is an IUD, and I think it's got to be under Tesla.
Here we go.
Okay, so here's the setup. You got one of these quickies on, what is it, Facebook, or there's just a myriad of the platforms where they're doing little, the meek, they're inheriting the earth. Remember when showbiz, there were actual showbiz people?
Yeah.
Well, now your next door neighbor is a showbiz person.
Influencer.
Influencer. I just look at it as a sickness, but I really do. I just do. What, you didn't get enough attention from your parents? I mean, why? It's growing up.
Well, no, they can make a buck or two out
Their parents have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, it's a sickness. But here's the deal. So you got the gal in the side shot, and she's watching this gal with this dissertation about Tesla and what the moniker really means and so on. Here we go.
Have you ever noticed the Tesla logo and an IUD look quite similar? There's actually a reason for this. You see, this one women use when they don't want to get pregnant, and this one men use when they don't want to get a woman pregnant. Because we all know that the only thing that Tesla boys are plugging in are their chargers.
You gotta love that.
Oh yeah, Ralph. Nothing gets past us on this show, my friend. This was on my personal Facebook, and it's Matt Allen, MATTALAN. And the first time in a long time that I got into it with someone on my Facebook page. Oh, and P.S., if you're looking to friend me, and not one to boast, I have several thousand there that I have not confirmed. Why? There's no bio. And if there's no bio, I don't know you from Adam.
Yeah.
At least do the due diligence to fill in where you're from. And
there's a lot of scammers.
I don't even need to know how old you are. But the minute I see a rainbow flag, because I check this stuff out. Rainbow flag, pass. Yeah, there will be no friendship here.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. Am I? Does that mean, Matt, are you against gay people? Not in the least. I don't care. Have a happy day. It's just way out of control now. So if you see that, and even if you, what is it they say on Facebook? They say marked as safe. If you're one of those people marked as safe,
they're not safe.
I list their pronouns.
And Matt,
I'll disown you.
The worst ones have come out since last Saturday.
What?
It's just horrible.
Oh, you mean on Facebook?
Oh, yeah.
See, most of I would have to say that the large number of my Facebook quote-unquote friends are lovers of America. I have weeded out most of the idiot sticks.
It's not just that. There's a lot of scammers.
I'll tell you the one that sticks out if you want to hear it.
Yeah, okay, what?
It's the dumb lefties that post marked safe from wearing a female napkin on my ear.
What
Trump.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, they're such asses.
Yeah, but these are the same people that are wearing masks by themselves in a car.
They're such asses. They're such hateful. They're hateful.
How big did that bandage have to be on Trump's ear? You know what? If I was Trump, I would have had a big cast on it.
How many assassinations have you been through, you friggin' little wussy? You little puss who posts such a stupid thing?
Oh, God.
How many assassinations have you been through and come out damn near unscathed only to jump on a plane to the RNC convention the next friggin' day?
Yeah.
The next day
That's a badass.
That's a badass. That's a badass. Who do we want running our country? A badass.
Guess who called Trump a badass?
Kid Rock.
Well, there were a couple people, but
no, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yes,
you're right.
yes,
on
he did.
Facebook said That was the most badass thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Because he doesn't want to get chasing after him.
Right.
So, yeah, he's
Right.
like, oh, I'll make it up to you right now.
That's right.
I think there's a lot of credence in that, Tom Omer, that Mark sees the writing on the wall, and he wants to, he will slowly change his stripes.
Yeah.
Don't come after me. I love
didn't
you.
do anything.
I love you, my friend. Don't you remember that post? I said you were a badass. Come on, work with me here. This was on my Facebook page, and it was the now iconic picture of Donald J. Trump after being shot with his fist in the air, and I simply posted the caption, 1,000 words. And obviously tons of support, 99.999% support. But then out of the woodwork,
There's always one greasy
out of the sewer of Pasadena comes a woman named Susan Jean Roscoff, and it turns out in my investigation that she is a therapist. Duh.
Hello.
Probably figure that one out. And she simply posts liar in chief.
Oh.
And this is
in capital letters.
This is just a couple days after the shooting. Liar in chief.
Wow.
Susan Jean Roscoff, and my rebuttal to that was simply note that I haven't unfriended this heartless, misguided, poor girl named Susan from Pasadena. I'm certain she'll do it herself. She is the same soulless, misguided girl, bless her heart, who believes the lie. You know what bless her heart
It means go F yourself.
In Texas, it means you're a freaking moron.
Yeah, bless her heart.
Yellow bus.
Who believes the lie that guns kill children more than any other cause and has tremendous faith in Gavin Newsom as a fine governor in the state of California. How sad. How sad for the formerly great state of California that people this stupid are allowed to vote.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well
was
written,
good.
my friend. Well written.
Now in all caps from Susan Jean Roscoff from right over there, Pasadena.
Actually, Matt, she lives in Tennessee. She's just from Pasadena.
Well, wait. So yeah.
That's important to the story. Thank you.
Anyway,
thanks for clearing that up. Hey, Mark, I thought it was you that always had to know
I
everything.
just did my little research.
Yeah. Okay. Well, keep it to yourself if it's unimportant to the story next time. Susan Jean Roscoff says wrong, and this is all caps. Wrong. LOL. I don't believe in nor like Gavin Newsom, and I didn't get this fact from him. Even though I went to her page, and she's supporting Gavin Newsom for taking our guns away.
So who's a liar?
Well, you know we aren't. You know we aren't. She says, I didn't get this fact from him. I just happened to see it. After hearing it several times. And by the way, this is her shouting at me because it's all caps. After hearing it several times from the medical community.
Well, she's a therapist, man.
You don't know me whatsoever, so stop calling me names. Stick to facts or comments about politicians, but don't comment on me. That's being immature, uneducated, and pathetic. And then she goes on to say, Trump has been proven to be the biggest liar we've ever had running for president. All you have to do is punch in Biden liar. And there's a cut there. You don't have enough hours in the day to hear his bold-faced, scary, ridiculous, everything out of his mouth is a lie.
Well, the good news of this, I think, is you got her in a...
Susan adds, plus felons can't get jobs or do other things in the community, so the fact that he's even running for president is laughable.
It is. Huh.
So she says, don't comment on me. That's being immature, uneducated, and pathetic.
Well, you couldn't let that lie, right?
My retort was, no, my friend. And then in caps, being immature, uneducated, and pathetic is someone who uses all caps. Oh, and folks your age who still use LOL. Let me go on record. I don't have a big problem with this, but I've never used it. I have never, ever used LOL. fact check me. Look back at anything.
OMG.
Anything.
I never have either.
Yeah.
I put ha-ha.
LMAFL. Is that one too?
LMFAO.
EIEIO.
And on this.
Yeah. Okay. So then I said, here is something you'll most likely never believe. And frankly, Susan, I can't help that. But I truly wish you well. And that's from my heart. And that's the honest to God truth. Because I do. She then retorts, you said negative things about me, but now you wish me well? Immature, Mr. Outlaw. Anyone who needs to put up so many gimmicks to get noticed is immature. Immature in caps. So many gimmicks. Having no knowledge of the fact that I do several radio shows throughout the nation with a cumulative total of 2 million listeners a week.
Including her.
Including her now, probably today. But I don't understand the gimmick part with the giant outlaw radio, I guess, on my Facebook. That's to promote our show.
Right.
See, I'm really not there for I'm going to throw myself under the bus, but I'm not. I'm not there for social engagement.
No.
I'm there to promote
Promotion.
what we do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on Facebook. Otherwise, I would have thrown that baby away a long time
Matt,
ago.
it's funny you got her panties in a bunch, man.
Oh, yeah,
boy,
yeah,
she is
yeah.
just sweating, hating you, and oh.
Yeah, she said, like I had a choice on when I was born. I don't know what that means. Oh, and then Scotty Campbell is on the Facebook retorting to Susan Jean Roscoff, and he says, LOL, and then a comma, oh, wait. Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. Susan Jean Roscoff says, no. Oh, no. I said to her, no, I have always wished you well. Unfortunately, your information is incorrect. Robert Nash says, lady, get off the page already. It's obvious your statements of false information are just digging your hole deeper. Matt Allen already wished you well. Let it go, Karen.
Wow. Wow. Oh, great.
And now, and by the way, she eliminated a couple of her posts where she was talking about her ailments because they're always victims.
Always.
They're always feel sorry for me. Yeah. Look at woe is me. Always a victim. But this is the one that sort of blew my mind. My buddy from Eugene, Oregon, Terry Vincent, says, I know Susan. It's like, wow. And I know that he used to live here.
Small world.
He says, she and I went to high school together. She no longer lives in California, but sadly is a sad, lonely, indoctrinated, misguided individual who believes everything the left and their propagandist media spoon-feed the public. She does not think for herself, but is a believer in groupthink and only believes those factoids she is fed. Well, she went on a rampage, but I don't have any of that because she deleted all of her. But she went effing nuts. So I'm and I haven't talked to Terry since this posting on my Facebook page. So I'm sort of interested in what Terry has to say about her and who she was in school.
Maybe Terry has her phone number. We can call her.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
really? I don't think so, Ralph.
Yeah. Mark, look it up.
No, don't look that up. Okay, let me get back to this because we had to cut it short on the last segment last hour. This is Joy Beastar on The View suggesting a 20-year-old white guy buying 50 rounds of ammo should be reported. Is 50 rounds? Is
one box?
That's one box. That's how it comes.
One box of ammo.
So here they go, unhinged again, and not knowing from where they're uttering. Well, we know they're uttering.
And Tom, can you imagine if you
their ass?
If you or I went in to buy one box and they reported us every. We're going to report you.
Actually, in California, they do report you because you have to show your ID.
I thought they changed that now, Tom.
No, but the deal is
they took that away. No,
you don't red flag someone. You don't call the police because they bought a box of ammo
for 50 rounds.
Jeez.
So this is Anna Navarro, or is this just Joy Behar? No, this is Anna Navarro, Anna Nadummy, and Joy Beastar on The View. Here we go.
Asked to do that, and I also need to say, I hope that at some point in this country we do have a conversation about what is happening.
Here's what I love these idiot sticks on the left. It's always about a conversation.
Sure.
It's never about getting to the root or trying to fix the problem is. It's a conversation.
Let's just have a conversation.
Let's just have a conversation over coffee.
Over Zoom.
Let's
have the entire country on Zoom.
And while you're there, home alone on the Zoom call, you better be masked up. You better have that mask on.
And Jeffrey Toobin better have his pants on.
You bet your ass. Yeah, and there's a guy still accepted into the community. If you're jerking via Zoom, that's okay. That's who these people are, man.
But if you're Louis C.K. and you jerk into a plant, that's not okay.
No, that's not good. No, you're ostracized. So continue with Joy Beastar, and this is Anna Navarro on The View.
Because we can't just react when it is our side. What was this again? It was, a 20-year-old lone wolf, white, whack job.
Pause. Why? There should have been an echo when she said it. White. Oh, yeah. By the way, that's the knife in the shower bit from Psycho. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Continue, please.
Easy access to a gun. And we have to have a conversation about that.
Just a
Because it
conversation.
wasn't a drag queen. It wasn't an immigrant. It wasn't a pissed-off liberal woman.
Pause. Wait.
A pissed-off liberal woman couldn't.
But we're not saying that the drag queens literally kill people or kill kids. I mean, I'm certain it happens. But
J. Edgar Hoover.
J. Edgar Hoover. Well, and he killed people.
That's right.
Yeah. He was the big kahuna who was in drag. I think he did a pretty good job though in drag.
He did.
So, it's not. So wear whatever you want. But when you begin indoctrinating our children into thinking that this is the right thing to do and it's totally acceptable for a grown man to dress as a chick with your Joan and David pumps and Laura Ashley flower print and smear on the makeup beyond belief and then talk sexually to the kids. That's what's going on here. So it's not about, we're not accusing them of killing anyone, Anna dummy. You friggin' idiot. Continue.
This keeps happening. And we need to
Pause.
react.
What keeps happening?
This.
Just this. Anybody? What keeps happening?
Can I have a conversation about that?
Yeah, Tom Omer, we should have a conversation. You know what we're going to do? After the show, let's eat some barbecue, have a little bourbon, and have a conversation. Just a conversation about it. Hopefully, we won't come to any conclusions. And we certainly won't, we will not gaslight in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, God.
No. Continue.
Not as left or right, not as Republicans or Democrats. We need to react as Americans. And we need to
Pause. Where was she this entire time? Do you truly believe that Anna Nadummy wants us to react as Americans? No. You're the one that continues this divide between the parties. You're the nasty folks. We happen to be minding our own business. That's what we want. Smaller government, stay out of our lives, we'll stay out of yours. It's as simple as that. Stay out of our lives, we will stay out of yours. But Anna Navarro wants a conversation about eliminating guns. That's her conversation. Go.
Better. Okay, I just want to add that
here's Joy.
The shooter, yes, it was a 20-year-old kitchen worker from nearby Bethel Park in Pennsylvania. According to a CNN report, a senior law enforcement official said that he bought 50 rounds of ammunition from a local gun store hours before the rally. Shouldn't that have been reported? Somebody buys a 20-year-old white guy.
Pause.
So he buys 50 rounds?
Something tells me that he ain't the only dude that bought 50 rounds that day from that gun store.
Just a box.
Right? In Pennsylvania?
In Pennsylvania.
He probably was the only one that bought 50 because everybody else bought a case.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So why would they not at least do the due diligence?
She acts like it's a big number.
To save themselves from looking like total ass bites. But they don't care about the facts. It's never about the facts with these people. Continue. This is Joy Beastar.
We've seen that many times now, young white men with guns, and nobody reported that he bought 50 rounds of ammunition.
Are they young white men with guns in Chicago? Is that what we're dealing with in Chicago?
No.
They're killing their own in Chicago.
And they're not buying stuff.
And they're not buying guns. These are all illegal guns.
That's right.
So you eliminate legal guns, the perps will still have the guns.
Sure.
It's just the innocent people, the law-abiding folks, who will be sans ammunition and any sort of weapon.
Prohibition stopped alcohol.
Yeah, that worked really well, didn't it?
I think the thing that
Tom
would've-
Omer.
the thing that would have stopped this whole thing is right as you came in, if they had a sign that said no weapons allowed.
Well, we were told that
If it was a gun-free zone,
It
Tom,
was.
you're
Yeah.
correct.
Yes.
It
But
would have never happened because he would have
That's
saw
right.
that and went, oh,
And-
damn it! Planning this for weeks.
I
I
have to
can't
go-
come in.
I have
because
to
the
go
sign
home.
said no guns allowed.
Yeah, I got to tell you that 20-year-old that numbskull man, he needed a safe space. He really did.
Well, he has one now.
Continue.
Munition?
Well, there's also a post-mortem, as Alyssa said.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The postmortem is
He's dead.
Though he's dead. Those two on The View and everyone else, including that fake conservative. Well, you know, if you're going
the
to
fake conservative?
Oh, it's the blonde. I think it's the blonde chick.
Yeah, the blonde.
Yeah. She's absolute
Full of crap.
fake conservative. You know, but they got to do the token. Oh no, this is. She's not a conservative.
Look, we have a conservative on our panel.
She's less conservative than the Bushes. How about that? All right, are you hearing me? Are you smelling what I'm spraying?
Huh?
All right, lot to get to when we return in mere minutes on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio, on YouTube, on Rumble. You got to punch it in that way, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Follow us on Rumble and subscribe to us, won't you?
Wanna buy a new car, but the price ain't right. Ain't that cold? Be a downside cheaper, yes it do. Start riding the bike. Listen, they're making milk out of powder. Yeah, they are. Got the babies crying. Poor baby, they know what that stuff is. Rent's gone up higher. Yes, it is. Got the parents lying. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah. Make you wanna run for cover, yes it will. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. Good God. Listen, got to go to a disco. Throw your troubles away. Dance to the music that the DJ plays. Well, all right. And then the lights come on. Yeah. Like you knew they would. That cold. Gone home and face the music. That don't sound too good. Ain't that cold? Listen. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. It'll make you wanna run for cover, yeah. And if you look, you will discover, yeah. Lord, it's a real motherfucker, yeah.
cold-blooded, I'm telling you the truth. Let me stop here at this gas station. Give me 3 gallons of low lady. I'm full, nothing else. I better stop and get me 2 hot dogs and a strawberry soda. It's a real motherfucker. Lord, it's a real motherfucker. It's a real motherfucker.
We stand for fun. We stand for great cigars. We stand for the perfect martini. And we stand for the American flag. We are Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt Allen.
Old Babaroo, she's at it again. Baba Streisand claims Trump brought assassination attempt on himself because he's been branded a bully.
I say kill all bullies.
Yeah.
Right.
Just kill anyone that we disagree with, right?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Take them out.
Barbara Streisand and those of your ilk. Freaking idiots. Welcome back, my friends. Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio on YouTube, on Rumble, on X, and the finest radio stations throughout the country. Thank you for spending some time with us. Do subscribe to us on YouTube. Although they hate us, they pulled it again. We were way up in views, and then boom, they eliminated a ton of our views. Yeah. We know you're out there. We know that, once you review, you don't just disappear. If you're there, you don't just vanish. But that's YouTube. Rumble, they're doing a good job. Thank goodness to Rumble. But subscribe nonetheless, because let's stick it right up their arses. All right? What do you say? How are you, Terry? Terry Vincent from Eugene, Oregon, the formerly great state of Oregon. Terry?
It's Outlaw Saturday with Magic Matt K from the San Fernando Valley.
Hey!
There he is. There he is.
San Fernando Valley.
Little background on this man. He is an all-knowing when it comes to cigars. The man has been not a proprietor, but a man who has sold the greatest cigars throughout the country. Before the boom, the cigar boom, and after the boom. And he knows great stogies and great bourbon. He lives the life. He fought for our country. The man is a Marine.
God bless you, brother.
A good man from my home state of Oregon. I was born in Portland, really close to Lloyd Center. I wonder if that skating rink is still there.
God, I couldn't tell you. I don't go past Albany if I don't have to.
Don't blame me, brother.
Yeah.
That's too close to the People's Republic headquarters.
Yeah, of course it is. It is. It's Portland's turned into a cesspool, and what a great little. And I mean this from my heart. What a great little city that was. I mean,
it was incredible. Yeah, it was fun to go up there just for a Saturday night or Friday night, have dinner, listen to some of the music.
Yeah.
You could walk downtown. It was great.
Yeah, you don't dare do that now. I mean, if you value your life at all.
I'd walk downtown with a Trump flag, see how that works out for
Yeah, let's see how that works.
Well, you'd last about 10 seconds.
Yeah, a lot of Antifa going on there. A lot of Antifa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're anti-fascist.
Well, not really.
They're not?
No.
Are you sure, Ralph?
I think they're anti-First Amendment.
Oh, that could. Is that what that stands for?
But Matt, I will say Eugene and like Salem.
Yeah.
Those places, those are still cool places, I think.
Well, Eugene, the problem with problem with Eugene is it's a college town, and so you live there in Eugene. What has happened to that great town?
It's a close second to Portland. Everything here is pro-homeless. Everybody says, "Why don't you leave?" But by the same token, you go, as much as I would love to, I'm an hour away from the ocean. I'm an hour away from the mountains. I'm 2 hours away from the desert.
Yeah.
And, it's like the weather isn't all that bad once you get used to the rainy winters. But politically it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. And, and here we are in Los Angeles. We of course suffer through the weather. I mean, today it's very hot, but they're trying to make this The narrative is extreme weather. No, it's every summer here in Southern California for as long as I can remember. It gets really hot. And P.S., it ain't even that hot this year. Hot is when it doesn't get below 98 degrees at night. Yeah. It's cooling off really nice here in Southern California.
But, Mr. Vincent, you can be in Tampa, Florida, where the big 5 cigar guys are, and a 9-iron to the ocean.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and on 90% humidity and horse flies that make your legs bleed when they bite them.
I'm with you on that.
Okay, so why are we talking to Terry today? I mean, except for the obvious reasons. He's a good man. He's a good American. That now iconic picture of Donald J. Trump after being shot with his fist in the air. Fight. I posted that on my personal Facebook page, Matt Allen, MATTALAN. That's where you'll find my personal Facebook page. And I simply posted the caption, 1,000 words. And the hatred for this man, Donald J. Trump, is pure silliness. I mean, it is silly. But I posted the caption, 1,000 words, and instant response from some broad named Susan Jean Roscoff, who simply posted liar in chief. And then I discover that Terry Vincent went to school with this Susan Jean Roscoff, formerly of Pasadena, which is spitting distance from us, about 24 minutes from where we do our thing here in the San Fernando Valley. And what small effing world, tell me about, was it high school? Was it grade school, Terry?
It was high school, and trust me, she was a hot ticket.
Whoa. Is that right? Oh, she was hot?
Well, that changes everything. Hold on.
Maybe she's right.
You remember what the PSA flight attendants used to look like with their hot shorts and
oh, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
She came to school in white knee-high platforms and hot pants.
She wins.
Hot pants.
Matt Allen is wrong.
And she had mid-back length blonde hair. And just, yeah.
Matt, you're wrong.
Yep, she wins.
She wins.
Okay, yeah, we're easy.
She went to hell in a handbasket.
I got to tell you, it's Lori Downey Jr., former producer of Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Anytime the guys would be sucked into the femininity vortex, her famous quote is, "Oh, you guys are so easy."
Yes, we are.
and we are. We really are.
And her point is.
Yeah, that liar in chief. And this is just a couple days after President Donald J. Trump was this close to losing his life, and she posts in all caps, liar in chief.
And who took her to task?
Yes, and she eliminated some of this. I read one of your posts. I know Susan. She and I went to high school together. She no longer lives in California, but sadly is a sad, lonely, indoctrinated, misguided individual who believes everything the left and their propagandist media spoon-feed the public. She does not think for herself, but is a believer in groupthink and only believes those factoids she is fed. And then she went after you, but that's the stuff that she deleted from the page.
Oh, but then you missed the part where I told her that she was entrenched so far up their a-holes.
Oh, you did?
Terry, did you ever take her out?
Yeah, did you ever?
No.
No,
when I was in high school, I was not one of the cool, popular guys.
Mm. But she was one of the cool, popular chicks.
Oh, she was on the drill team and all that kind of stuff.
The drill team.
Well, okay, you little kids.
Town pump.
What are you? 12 years old?
What you got to remember is when I went to Pasadena High School. We were larger than 10% of the small cities in the state of California.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we had a graduating class in 1974, something like 975 students.
Wow. And I wish I had her retorts calling you out and just...
It's here, Matt. I'm looking at it.
Oh, are you? So read some of that.
So, touch a nerve, ? The truth hurt? Stop spewing the lies and left-wing media propaganda, which they all have admitted they have been lying to you and the rest of us for 3.5 years.
But this is from Terry.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
To Susan. Start thinking of yourself. You claim to be educated, then you do your own research, which you will say I have. No, you have not. As for he'll never leave, bull s. That is the number one example of how you are mindless, clueless, non-independent thinking individual.
So what he's saying is he'll never leave. He'll never leave the office once he takes over.
Yeah.
Right. Which is just another one of those stupid things out there that the left it's all about instilling fear. It's all about fear. Without fear,
He's got to read my other retort. He's got to read the final retort.
But the final one, well, she comes back to you.
Oh, okay. So you do have hers?
I have it all. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So tell me what she said.
She says, Terrell, you can't. You still can't resist making personal attacks. What a pathetic way to make a point by putting me down.
Pause. But she can personally attack.
Oh, let him finish.
Let me do the show, Ter. She can make a personal attack to our President Donald J. Trump, who almost this close from never breathing, walking, seeing his grandchildren or children again by saying liar in chief. If that ain't an attack, I would love the definition. Go ahead, Tattoo Dave.
She continued, you are a very sad, lonely, narcissistic bully. Fact-checking proves, in capitals again, that Trump lied 25 times again in capitals last night. He can't seem to tell the truth. You need to wake up and stop believing the radical, crazy right-wing news outlets.
Now, my response to that was, Dave.
Terry says, go back and reread. The only person who has name-called, yelled, and attempted to bully is you, in capital letters, which just goes to prove my point. You are the typical acolyte of the left-wing socialists and communities who accuse others of what they themselves do or are doing. You are embarrassing yourself.
Nice. And did we leave it at that?
Yeah, that's pretty much...
Terry, you should post her high school picture. I would like to see that.
Ralph, man, you and I, we're thinking the same damn thing.
Okay.
He'll be wearing a pilot's uniform.
Okay, I'm gonna rein this show in for just a second. I'm gonna rein it in. You two, Ralph and my brother Mark, you're 12 years old. Terry, could you text me that picture? Because I would love to see how hot she was. Yeah. Oh God.
We are easy.
I got it. Because we're men. Because we're heterosexual men. We're easy. We are easy.
I'll put up with her lefty crap all night long. You bet your ass.
Yeah, it's not that way anymore.
I have a very non-politically correct joke that I could tell, but it would probably get both of us in a lot of hot water.
Try it. Let's see.
Well, I don't know. Okay, I can always bleep it. I can always bleep this for our terrestrial radio stations. Terry Vincent from Eugene, Oregon.
You've already told everybody where I live and my name.
And I have the link to your Facebook account.
I live in the People's Republic.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I'm assuming, Terry, that you being a Marine and all, you do own a gun or two.
Again, they fell into the lake, and
I plead the fifth.
Okay. One quick question before we let you go. You are known to be in a poker tourney on Saturdays, up until about 4:00 in the afternoon. How'd you do today?
I finished third.
Oh, out of how many folks?
5.
10.
5 people. Oh, out of 10?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Stop it, Ralph.
Hey, I have a question for Terry.
Okay, by the way, Tom Omer, big movie star. We're going to get into his new doings there.
Bob Newart show?
A new film that he shot.
Did you say nude doing?
Yeah, whatever. It is a new movie that he shot in Oklahoma, and he's the guy in the Southwest television commercials who plays the admiral or the general, and it is one of the funniest commercials ever. And he was also in Fiction.
Nefarious.
No, Nefarious, yes.
Black Hawk Down.
It's just Black Hawk Down and Two Moon Junction. He played and played Buddy Revell in 3 O'Clock High.
That's right, he did.
Yeah. That's Tom, a good-looking man, former LAPD, and fought for our country as you did as well. Terry Vincent, the great Tom Omer has a question for you.
Yeah, hey, Terry, from one veteran to another, thank you. And my question is, you said you graduated in 1974. Are you going to your 50th reunion? And if so, is she going to be there?
Good question.
No, I didn't go because my wife was ill and not doing well, and she did go. But I wasn't going to leave my wife of 46 years to go to a high school reunion where 90% of the people I didn't care for back then, and I didn't need to see them now.
Man, can I relate?
Most of them didn't even know my name then. I'm sure they wouldn't know who I am now. And so, like I say, my wife of 46 years was more important.
Yeah.
Congratulations on 46 years.
46 years, and he lost the love of his life. And I if you don't think I feel for you, you're wrong. You know I do. She's up there high-fiving and telling jokes with Don Rickles and Bob Newart right now.
Oh God, what a nightclub act is going on up there.
Yeah. Hey, Terry Vincent, I love you dearly, my friend. You are one of the good guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt, and thank you, guys.
Thanks, Terry.
You got it, man.
It was my pleasure to serve my country, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
God bless you.
You bet he would. When we return, we don't need any in-depth investigation and no Secret Service. The head of Secret Service should be fired. That comes from Bill Maher. All that and a bunch of other stuff. Next.
You've done me wrong. Your time is up. You took a sip from the devil's cup. You broke my heart. There's no way back. Move right out of here, baby. Go pack your bags. Just who do you think you are? Stop acting like some kind of star. Just who do you think you are? Take it like a man, baby, if that's what you are. 'Cause I'm moving on up. You're moving on out. Moving on up. Nothing can stop me. Moving on up. You're moving on out. Time to break free. Nothing can stop me. They brag a man has walked in space, but you can't even find my place. There ain't nothing you can do, 'cause I'm had enough of me, baby, being part of you. Just who do you think you are? This time you've gone too far. Just who do you think you are? Take it like a man, baby, if that's what you are. 'Cause I'm moving on up. You're moving on out. Moving on up. Nothing can stop me. Moving on
is Outlaw Radio. Of course, my headphones are going nuts here. It's all that humidity. It's a hot one here in Southern California today. It's got to be 100 and what?
104.
Yeah, that's a hot. It's like 7 inches from the midday sun. Yeah, it's a ha.
Your pool is probably 100 degrees.
No, the pool's about 83.
Yeah.
I've been in it like almost every day.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's a cesspool. And
I'm making tea in it right now.
yeah.
No, it's great to swim in.
Hey, next hour we're going to find out the ramblings and bamblings of Tom Omer, the great TV and movie star, who was in a brand new movie that he shot in Oklahoma. And I was going to say more important, but it's not more important than the movie, but I need to know how that steakhouse was. So we'll discover that. And you promise not to lie, right? You're not a liar.
No,
yeah, Tom Omer is a truth teller.
He's a police officer. He doesn't lie.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm being honest.
Wow. Oh, yeah. That's my brother Mart.
I support our police.
My brother
Back
Mart.
to Bloom.
I guess he's had a few run-ins.
No, I support our police. 100%.
Haven't we all? And I support the Blue, too, although I may have had a run-in or two.
There you go.
We don't need in-depth investigation, and no Secret Service head should be fired. This just happened yesterday, real time, with host Bill Maher. Argued that President Joe Biden should have already fired Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle. And, while they're at it, why don't they fire Don Cheadle, too? I mean, I've had it with that lefty piece of crap. You know, he's a big lefty. Were you aware of that, Ralph? Big, outspoken lefty.
Fire.
Most actors are.
Yeah, and there isn't a need for an in-depth...
They think it helps them get jobs.
Yeah, and it does.
Yeah.
It does help them. I mean, we talked to one of the great television writers of all time, Ned Rice, last Saturday on the show. He had to leave Hollywood, and he's in Detroit, for God's sake. It's got to take a lot to get the hell out of Hollywood and move to Detroit because he couldn't get a gig here. He was blackballed.
So he goes to the city with the highest unemployment rate?
That's
and the highest murder rate?
Yeah, this Secret Service Director, Kimberly Cheadle, close friends with, of course, the First Lady.
You mean the president?
Who?
President Jill Bright.
Jill. Yeah, that's who I mean. And there isn't a need for an in-depth investigation. Bahar also argued that people have been fired for less. Yeah, 100%.
By the way, the motto of the Secret Service is zero fail.
Right. Correctamundo.
That is their motto.
Can't use that anymore.
And it's all about what is done to prepare for this sort of ugliness, so this sort of ugliness doesn't happen. I mean, this is a last resort when the Secret Service have to jump on President Trump. I mean, this is the very last friggin' resort. I got to tell you, I'm not a conspiratorial guy. I'm not a conspiracy theorist in any way, shape, or form. But how in the hell did this happen? Yeah. And why did they not have drones?
That building.
Why did they not have drones? Tom Omer.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're in security as well. Tom Omer is a security guy and former LAPD and fought for our country.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw this or not, but there is an article that came out recently saying that most of the security personnel there were not Secret Service.
Right.
They filled them in with Homeland Security.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and they're not prepared for they're not trained for that sort of preemptive security.
We are the United States of America. Why would we have less than the best?
Listen.
By the way, this DEI crap has got to stop. How is this not black and white? When this friggin' Cheadle makes a mandate that 30% female by 2030, why not the best friggin' people and someone tall enough to cover the president, not some chick who is 5'4"
and knows how to holster their gun.
And someone who knows how to holster the damn thing. They look like the Keystone Cops. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
Wait a minute. Fill my cup, put some nigga in it. Take a sip, sign the check. Julio, get the stretch. Right to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gon' show out. Smoother than a fresh drop. Skip it. I'm too hot. hallelujah. Girls hit you hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. I said, Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. If you freak dead and own it. Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you said and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Don't believe me, just watch.
What's up, folks, in the greater United of States? This is Tattoo Dave, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio. Just reaching out to say thanks. How much we really appreciate you, all you listeners across the country with great radio stations, on watching us on Rumble, YouTube, and X, formerly Twitter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you.
Call the police and the fireman, I'm too hot. Make a dragon wanna retire, man, I'm too hot. Bitch, say my name, you know who I am, I'm too hot. And my band bought that money. Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. 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 Hey, 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 oh! Before we leave, let me tell y'all a little something. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up.
By the way, shout out to our new listeners. We got Pavia from Attica Prison. Really? Is that a fact? Thank you. And also Chris Horn. Not sure where you're from. If you want to put it in there, Chris, let us know where you're from, and we'll give you and your town a shout out. Thanks.
Jump on it. If you said and flown it. Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe it, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch.
Hi, this is Meatloaf. Okay, kids, you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's Outlaw Radio time!
The most imitated radio station in the nation.
I'm through with standing in line for some fun to begin, but I found a good thing leaving me with a grin. It's time for Outlaw Radio to begin.
You have the great Billy Gibbons here? Yeah.
It's very cool.
He just passed out. Oh, yeah. Hey, that didn't sound too bad.
At the Light 'em Up Lounge.
Oh, man.
We're here with Matt.
Oh, yeah.
At the Light 'em Up Lounge.
Oh, little Outlaw Radio.
We're here with Matt.
And he's not fat.
We got all these guys and girls in the house. Let me tell you, that's where it's at. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Allen. Pass me a gallon.
Outlaw Radio.
Okay. I feel like I'm back at the RNC right now. That band did a great cover of this little ditty. Welcome back to Outlaw Radio. What a great cover band. Great cover band. I'm sure they have original stuff, but, you know, you got to keep the crowd happy. And boy, did they for 4 days in a row.
Proud to be an American.
No, that's not the cover
That's
band.
not the cover band whatsoever. No.
I thought they were the same band.
Once again.
Wrong again.
I don't want to say that.
Yeah, too, Dave. I love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Think like my buddy, my dead buddy. I always point behind me because I have the drum skin that he dedicated to this show with his signature on it. Bruce Gary, Durham for the Knack, and he used to tell my brother Mart constantly, Marty, think, Marty, think before you say anything.
Bruce, him and I had a love-hate relationship. What a great guy.
How much do you love that Elon Musk, man? How much money? $45 million
per month for the next 4 months.
$45 million per month for the next 4 months. And where is that money going?
It's earmarked to get out the vote and also making sure the votes get into counted.
Which it was done.
Which is
counted once.
Yeah.
Ballot harvesting.
Hold on a second. Stop with this counted once stuff. If it's our votes, come on. You know what? We might as well play the way they play. Yeah.
Hey, Matt, indulge me for a second.
Yes.
So everybody's talking about the MAGA movement.
Yes.
And how Trump is now officially taken over the Republican Party.
You mean the nasty MAGA movement? If you hear that friggin' decrepit mummy-in-chief, that son of a bitch, when he talks about it, it's always with such disdain. The MAGA, make America great again. How can you turn that into a nasty thing?
This is where it comes from. And that's why Trump had the president of the Teamsters there.
Yeah.
He also talked about NAFTA sucking the jobs out.
By the way, Reagan, I believe, was the first to use Make America Great Again.
He was. But where Reagan screwed up, he was
Hold on a second. He was president for 2 terms.
Right.
And the second time, it was a landslide.
Right. No, but I'm saying where he screwed up with our party was on the globalization of trade. Ross Perot ran against George Bush Sr.
Yep.
Trump has taken that mantle and said, we're about the American worker.
Right.
We're about the middle class.
Right.
We're about America first. Screw China. Screw the globalists. It's about American jobs and America first. Trump took over the Ross Perot banner.
Yeah, I never had a problem with old Ross. I thought he was a pretty brilliant little.
I worked on one of his projects.
Yeah, little elf. That little elf. God rest his soul. And his sons, I understand, are running the company these days.
Yeah.
You know, he's been long gone, but man, I think the man had vision.
That's right. And the George Bush Republicans, who are about free trade and the globalization,
and they are.
They are.
They're not one of us.
They're not.
You know, that's why it's tough saying that. Even labeling us as Republicans, but I would be a Trump Republican.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's where J.D. Vance comes in.
Right.
Because he's part of that part of America that was left behind
Yep.
from NAFTA and everything. His communities were decimated.
Yeah.
Just completely decimated.
Could we please a debate tonight between Kamala and JD, please? Oh God, I'm telling you, there is nothing to stop me from grabbing so much, just barrels of popcorn. I mean, sign me up.
We're having a party.
Did you hear what they said about that, though, when they said, are you going to debate her? And they said, well, as soon as she picks her running mate, we'll debate.
That's fine.
By the way, little fun fact about J.D. Vance.
Yeah.
His great-great-grandfather started the Hatfield-McCoy War.
Isn't that incredible?
He is a descendant of the
neighborhood war.
Yeah.
He's a descendant of the McCoys.
And by the way, talk about getting out in front of it. He called himself a hillbilly.
That's right.
Yep. He is a brilliant guy.
Did you ever think it would have been him as a child?
Oh yeah, of course. But
Actually, Matt said it.
Yeah.
And I just agreed with him.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I was wrong. You were correct.
Because of his brilliance. The man is a brilliant guy. And P.S. he has an exceptionally brilliant wife.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's a doctor, which, by the way, a real doctor.
I believe one of those real ones.
Yeah, she's not a real doctor.
No, she's.
Are you saying she's a doctor like Biden?
She does not have a PhD.
Oh, she doesn't?
His wife.
Does she not? But does she not have an EIEIO?
No, but she may.
Okay.
But she's not a doctor. She is a brilliant attorney.
Oh, that's right. She's a brilliant attorney.
She clerked for both Roberts and Brett Kavanaugh.
Yeah.
And she was a partner.
See these East Coast guys? They always make it an R. They always put an R
Yeah,
at the end. Yeah, you do.
And she's a partner in Monger's law firm, which is the partner of what's his name, Buffett.
Oh yeah.
Monger's.
The Mongols.
Mongers.
Yeah. Well, they're also a biker gang.
She's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And she's from San Diego.
Yeah.
And an Indian.
Yeah.
With dot, not feathers.
But by the way, I wonder if they took that into account with J.D. Vance. It's like, oh God, we got two of the whitest guys now. But it just so happens that a lovely Indian woman happens to be wed to J.D. Vance.
Maybe.
Who is a smart guy and I believe a humble guy and he's gonna rock this town. Man.
Have you seen the movie about his life?
Former Marine, yes. I mean the man walks the walk.
That's a great movie.
The movie on his life,
Hillbilly Elegy.
Yeah, is it good? I haven't seen it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. And Elon Musk, what a great man who is moving his stuff out of California. He has had enough. But why? Is it business? Yeah, business is probably not great here in California for him, but that's not his reasoning. And this tells you, in my opinion, everything you need to know about Elon Musk. It's simply because he disagrees with the governor of California. And by the way, what right-thinking person, human being doesn't? Right. Except that gal formerly from Pasadena who got into a fight with me on my Facebook page.
Hot.
But yeah, well, used to be hot. Yeah, I can see it in her picture, but yeah, I can see it.
All right.
Yeah, I can see it.
Was she ballooned up, you think? Or?
No. She's still skinny. She's just an old fugly one.
She's 69.
Yeah,
She's withered.
69.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah. Oh,
of course you are.
Elon Musk pulled his stuff out of California, and he made no bones about it to Governor Newsom. He told Newsom that if you do this, I am taking my toys and getting the hell out of here. It's simply the enactment that children in a school who identify a certain way, the teacher it is not incumbent on the teacher to express this knowledge to the parent.
That's right.
If this doesn't tell you about Elon Musk.
And he has a trans daughter.
And yes, and his principles.
Yep.
And his principles. He's a principled man who loves the United States of America.
And Gavin Newsom thinks he's smarter than Musk because he puts on X, way to go, Musk, get on your knees for Trump. And what Elon Musk responded, you should try it, Gavin. That's how the vice president got there.
Oh,
Boom! Bam! Boom! Bam! In your face. Yeah. Oh, man, that is a Kid Rock mic drop right there, man.
I think Elon's he's a rock star, too. Man.
Yeah, God. No. He's
just
he's not in a band.
Rocket scientist.
Yeah, he's not in a band.
He did date.
So he's not a rock star. All right.
No, he's not a rock star.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
He did date Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
He's a rock star, man.
Yeah. It is divine intervention, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, that Donald J. Trump is still with us. And I believe it humbled Donald J. Trump a tad bit.
Yep.
I wish it would have humbled him to the point to do, I don't know, maybe a 68-minute speech.
These guys disagree with you.
I do disagree with you, Matt.
Yeah,
because
I do too.
If someone tried to kill me,
I know.
I'm still alive.
I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. I'm not taking that from him. You know what a supporter of a man who supports America and Americans I am. I love the man. I wish I was the editor. That's all.
I understand.
Yeah, you understand. And by the way, I'm not taking anything. Yes, the man almost died. The man almost died. He had a lot to say.
Right.
Yeah.
But rein it in.
By the way, his granddaughter, Kai.
Stop.
Oh, yeah.
No. Unbelievable.
Stop.
Grace.
Wait a minute.
Grace under fire.
Yeah.
The way she spoke in front of 30 or 40,000.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Grace under fire.
Yeah, I just loved her line about that her dad would try to get in her head, and then she would have to remind him.
I'm a Trump too.
Grandpa. But Grandpa. Yeah, I'm a Trump too. Oh, it's beautiful. As the lefties like the Whoopies and the Joy Basetards,
He brought his granddaughter
and
on.
the Anna
Trying
Navarros
to humanize him.
Oh yeah, and they're all sinking. They hated that moment. Oh, they hated that moment because the dirty little secret. It's not a secret. They wanted him dead.
Yes.
They would be high five. They would be the first chicks at El Torito high-fiving about the death of our last great effing president.
And if you want proof of that, they pulled Morning Joe show off the air because they were afraid of what he was going to say.
And how about that? They've got a quote-unquote professional who does a daily morning television show, but they can't trust him or his stupid effing wife, who, by the way, seems to be coming around. She, where he is not, is saying, yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to consider that dumping Joe might be the best thing. And this guy only 3 weeks ago was still supporting the man. These are... Well, it starts with an L, ends with an S. Liars. They lie. They lie with the ease that I am now taking a sip of bourbon from one of these classic red cups.
The other moron is David Letterman, who's throwing a big fundraiser on the 29th for Biden.
I know, and I just hate that because, man, he was a great talk show host and a funny son of a bitch.
When you were in New York, did you meet him?
Never met David Letterman. Yeah, never met Letterman.
From Indiana.
But always, Indiana boy. Always respected the man. I have a feeling that if the great Johnny Carson were still alive, they would be at odds politically today. I know that in my heart. But it's we're talking divine intervention here, and it touches me, and it hit me hard, and you saw it, and as cloying as the left would love to portray it, when he went over and kissed the back of that fireman who lost his life that day at the rally, that was it for me. And if you're so brazen and so callous as to not believe that is genuine, screw you.
Oh, and the left also brought out, his name was spelt wrong. That was just another act by Trump. The fireman's wife had to come out and say, no, that's his actual uniform. It's been spelled wrong for 20 years, and he never changed it.
Yeah, I love that. And
by the way, God rest his soul.
And Donald Trump didn't need to apologize for that or explain it. He lets the left idiots dig their own friggin' graves.
Can I ask you something on that part where the fireman gets gunned down? Okay. So the shooter misses Trump. Did he just start spraying the audience after that?
No. He kept aiming at Trump, and,
Right.
and that fireman was behind.
Oh, okay.
But he also didn't just get shot down. That guy dove on his
I
family.
understand.
On his wife and daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
That
hero.
guy is a hero, yeah.
What is it with talk about brilliant guy, and in my opinion, one of the great communicators. But what is it with Tucker Carlson's laugh?
It's an odd one.
He's sort of like Kamala.
He's a little maniacal in his laugh. But I will, we talk about all the great speeches. Who's that black chick? I should have her name in front of me.
Oh, she's from the Bronx.
She had the greatest speech ever. I'll get to a couple of the other speeches in just a few minutes. But he gave total, no teleprompter, all off the cuff. That Tucker Carlson is a brilliant guy.
Yes, I agree.
He hasn't always agreed with Trump. He hasn't always been on Trump's side.
Neither was J.D. Vance.
Neither was J.D. Vance. But I like that. I like that.
Which proves Trump doesn't hold grudges and wants to bury his enemies.
Yeah. Is that his laugh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He sounds like a loon. I mean, he truly does.
Hey, everybody's got their own different laughs.
Yeah. Listen. Simply because he is on the side of America, love him for that. I believe that it is we are equal opportunity offenders. If someone has a stupid laugh, we call it out.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. We're not going to be like them, Mart. We're not going to be like those woke left a-holes who won't touch a negative comment regarding Joe Biden. And they said it on The View a couple weeks ago. Well, Joy Behar's I'm afraid to say anything. She was talking to Bill Maher. I'm afraid to say anything negative about. And Bill said, that's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem. Can't we simply throw a little honesty into this campaign?
No, we're just
By the way, Van Jones has been doing that.
Yeah, and interesting because you mentioned Van Jones, and our producer, Tattoo Dave, said, what the hell are you talking about?
So when Amber Rose spoke on the first night of the convention...
By the way, another brilliant speaker.
She's awesome.
And not one to boast. We were on the positive tip of Amber Rose way before the RNC.
Yes.
And Van Jones says, my colleagues are laughing about this, but this was absolutely brutal to our community because Amber Jones spoke the truth of what black people are going through.
Yep. And that's smart, and it's right, and it's correct.
Because the left couches everything, and everything's just unicorns and rainbows, and everything's going to be fine. Let's have a meeting. No, let's have a conversation.
How can they put lipstick on the biggest 3.5 years of this pig that has ruined America? I'll tell you how. They truly believe that Americans, by and large, are as stupid as the majority of Californians right here in this state.
That's correct.
And if indeed the majority of Americans were as stupid as these folks who vote, unfortunately, here in the formerly great state of California, then they would be right and they would win every election. But our fellow Americans are not that stupid.
The only double-digit lead Biden has is in California. New York is within 7. New Jersey is a toss-up.
Right.
It's California that is just whacked out.
Bunch of pussies.
And here we are. And here we sit.
Oh.
And here's a man who for a month was gone from this state in the great state of Oklahoma. Tom Omer, great movie star, television personality, and a great guy who served our country.
and serve the community as a police officer.
As a police officer, and there in Oklahoma, first of all, the name of the steak joint that I was so jealous, and P.S., I make no bones about it. I am very good friends with the director of this film. And to this day, I'm thinking, what, you couldn't put me in the movie? All the publicity I could give you? You son of a bitch.
Matt.
And the only reason I wanted to be in the movie was not to be in the movie. I wanted to have a great night out, a steak dinner with Tom and my Narasta friend.
That's not a bad quote.
Pay for the airfare, put me in the movie, I'll promote the damn thing.
Buy me a steak!
Let's eat steak. So what's the name of this joint in Oklahoma?
Spooners.
And?
We didn't make it there.
No!
Then why are you here?
Wow, wow,
No!
Wow. Mark, take your seat
I
back.
tell you what, though, we found some great cigar bars. Unbelievable.
You sent me a
cigar
picture of one of them,
Yeah.
and it looked like a place that I could spend hours.
The hotel that I was at, first thing I did is I Googled
Hotel 6?
I Googled cigar bar, and there was one that was literally walking distance from the hotel. And I went there and met the guy, 6'4" black dude, such a cool guy. He's a 25-year Navy veteran.
Right.
Grew up in the town Bartlesville. He saw the world in the Navy. He said, I've been to every country in this world, and I wanted to come back to my hometown and open up a business. And the cigar bar came up, and I bought it, and it was incredible. And every time I was there was 4, 5, 6 guys in there. Everyone was so cool.
That's
and so
awesome.
nice and so down to earth.
See, that's
and just they made me feel so welcome.
Tom Omer. That's life for me. That's life.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, they want to spend a week in Hawaii. Some people want to head to the islands, not Hawaii, but beautiful tropical areas. That's not my bag, man. I love real people and sitting down in a cigar bar or a great steakhouse with the real peeps. Ralph, I think you're the same way.
Oh, wherever I go in the country, I will Google as soon as I get to the hotel, cigar bar.
Right.
That's the first thing I do.
Yeah.
So you'd rather be in a smoky room than a beach?
You bet your ass.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yes.
No, I
And
I'm
it
with
is
you, man.
it is a great common denominator. No matter how wealthy someone is, someone drives a truck, someone digs ditches. It doesn't matter. When we're sitting there smoking stoves,
You're all the
everyone is on the same level. We're having a great time because it's a great time to be had. Did you at least go grab a steak in the great state of Oklahoma?
Oh yeah, we just never made it to that one steak bar.
But you went to a good one.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You notice he's not talking about it. So Oklahoma is losing points on the steak
I think so.
aspect.
Yeah.
What the hell?
But I want to back up what you said.
Yes.
In L.A., no matter where you go, any restaurant or bar, someone says, so what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a cigar lounge, what do they say? What are you smoking?
What are you smoking?
They don't
That's
care
it.
what you do.
No.
Right.
What are you smoking?
You're right. You're
It's
right.
beautiful.
Yep.
And another thing too that I've noticed.
Get
I'm
on that
sure you
mic
guys-
right in front of it because you're talking on the top of it, but
okay.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to blame Mark for that. Oh no.
No, Mark, you can't fix it like that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
He woke up.
Mark CG Boyer woke up. Thank you, bud. Yeah.
Thank you. One thing I noticed, and I'm sure you guys realize this too, is for some reason, every cigar bar I've ever been to, I've never met a liberal.
Yeah. They're mostly conservative.
Yeah, mostly conservative.
Except in Beverly Hills, we have Peter Weller.
Yeah, Peter Weller. By the way, that name, does that ring a bell? He was a RoboCop.
Sure. Yeah.
It is tough to find a more lefty left woke dude than Peter effing Weller.
Oh, you have to call him Doctor, by the way.
Oh, you do?
geez. Oh God.
No, I'll call you RoboCop.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's much like when Pierce Brosnan did that ABBA, Mamma Mia. When he did Mamma Mia twice, I thought he should have been at least stripped of his James Bond creds. I think that
what you do, Mamma Mia?
Peter Weller as RoboCop should be stripped of his RoboCop creds.
Last year, Peter Weller went to Comic-Con in Atlanta, and he was the guest speaker. And he walks on stage, he says, I am not speaking about RoboCop. Do not ask me a question.
Wait, and this is Comic-Con?
Comic-Con. Do not ask me if you want to talk to me about the Roman Revolution or the Roman civilization. I'll answer all your questions. About 20 people stood up and walked out.
Of course.
He says,
That's
and
what
there's the intellectual capacity of Atlanta.
And that tells you. That tells you.
That's just fans of RoboCop, you dumb ass.
That's why he's there.
That tells you
You're right.
how the elite lefties feel about you. They are far superior, much to my point just a few minutes ago, that they think you're stupid.
Absolutely.
And that's why they can get away with all of these, talk about lies. The economy, nothing to see here, man. We're kicking ass.
I can go to Steak 48. Why can't you?
Why can't you? Right. By the way, that's a highfalutin steak joint in Beverly Hills, and there's one in Vegas now, I think. Yeah, they're kicking ass.
I thought that was Disneyland.
I can't afford that crap anymore. It's not that I can't. Okay, if I want to go out and I want to do that and choose to do that, I can do that. The prices are so ridiculous. I used to enjoy some fast food once a week. I won't do that anymore.
It's too expensive.
And it is for what you're getting, Tattoo Dave. It is a freaking ripoff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's not them. It's not the companies.
No.
It's not that fight. Fight is right. All right, Tom, I'm curious to to finally discover what damn movie you were doing there in Oklahoma when we return the Big Dog Abroad Chasing on YouTube, on Rumble, Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
I lie awake, I've gone to ground. I'm watching porn in my hotel dressing gown. And now I dream of you, but I still believe there's only enough for one in this lonely hotel suite. The journey's long, and I feel so bad. I'm thinking back to the last day we had. Oh, fades into the night. Soon I know I'll be back with you. I'm nearly with you. I'm nearly with you. When I'm weak, I draw strength from you. And when you're lost, I know how to change your mood. And when I'm down, you breathe life over me. Even though it must we have a chance. I'll fly home to you. I'm bending time, getting back to you. Oh, fades into the night.
was rated #1.
This is Outlaw Radio with Magic Matt, the man who is always right.
Bill Maher says can't argue with the claim that Biden's staying in because Jill likes power. This was just yesterday. Bill Maher stated he can't argue. Claims President Joe Biden sticking around despite everyone but him and First Lady Joe Biden knowing he can't win in 2024. For those of you watching us and or listening to us on delay, maybe by a week, I mean, the guy could be out by then, and it's Kamala. I mean, that's still my prediction, but I don't know if it'll happen that quickly, because this guy, I'll tell you.
I don't think it's going to happen.
That Biden, he wants to stay in there, and I'm rooting for him. I have never been on Biden's team like I am now.
I'm donating to the...
You bet your ass.
Keep him in.
Yeah, because
David Letterman, give me a call. I will send you a
come
check.
on, Matt. Though Kamala, there's no chance of her winning.
Why are the microphones up so loud all of a sudden? My brother March is up really loud.
Well, I was up way on top.
The IR was loud too. I don't know. I haven't changed the levels.
But do you really think, Tom? Do you really think that Kamala has a shot?
Well, okay. Don't ever ask that question. They all have a shot if they cheat, the way they did 3.5 years ago. Yes, and it was a cheat.
I know.
It was a cheat. Don't say anything else because we'll be ripped off of YouTube.
But that's why Elon Musk understands it.
Yes.
And he's putting almost $200 million into it.
God bless him. Let's keep it fair. Tom Omer, what the hell were you doing in Oklahoma? And what is this movie all about? And what role did you portray? Who were you?
This movie was one of the most special ones I've ever worked on. Script was unbelievable. It's based on a true story. It takes place in 1912, Oklahoma. It's based on a true story of a little 11-year-old black girl by the name of Sarah Rector, who...
I want to point something out. Mm-hmm. When Tom first started coming to the show a few years ago, he used to say African American.
Never did. I've never uttered that.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
He never did.
Okay,
never have uttered that.
Then who did I correct? Okay, Tom, continue.
Someone else.
But anyway, back then...
I think that was Robert Carradine.
Yeah, maybe. It could have been. It could have been.
Maybe Tyson.
Well, it could have been. Yeah.
In 1912, the government was giving land to the Indians and to the blacks back then, and she got 130 acres of what they thought was just dust. And it turns out that it's the largest oil strike in Oklahoma state history. She ends up being the wealthiest black woman ever in the history of. So this is her story.
So they obviously the powers that be wanted to steal that.
Oh, they tried a lot, and I.
Did you play her?
No,
Ralph.
Ralph, you know what, dude?
He was, yep.
He was in the Bob Newart.
And I played Judge Leahy. By the way, his first name was Tom. And another true character in there. And I'm a good guy. I made sure that these grifters and so forth didn't take advantage of her.
Nice.
And what a great story. And the way they transformed the cities into this one street with these old buildings. They just changed signage on the streets.
Wow.
But then they laid plastic down on the street and flooded it with 1.5 feet of dirt. So all the roads were dirt.
So
they had
cool.
these Model Ts, putting around and stuff. And
that is awesome.
So I had a big scene in the courtroom.
Right.
They had 150 extras, all in period piece costumes.
All from Oklahoma.
All from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And the costumer is actually Academy Award-winning costumer.
Right.
And it was to look at this courtroom, the way they built the set, and then see 150 people all in period piece. It was unbelievable.
And the name of the movie?
Sarah's Oil.
Sarah's Oil.
Is her family still prominent in Oklahoma?
Yeah, they but she actually moved to I think Mississippi or she moved out of the state. But what she did with that money is she built schools, orphanages, hospitals.
God bless her.
Gave back to the Indian community. Yeah, she was.
It sounds like a
amazing,
very
but
interesting,
very
movie. Yeah.
very well done.
I
and
guess
the lead.
we'll have to see.
Yeah, the lead is Zach Levi, and he was great.
Well, Tom's going to take us to the premiere.
Yeah, let's do it.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
In Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
All
tell you something about Zach Levi. Such as an actor, he's so generous because there's a scene where I'm in the courtroom, and we did it numerous times, of course. And then when they did the close-ups of me, they had A, B, and C camera all within 8 feet of me.
Right.
And my eye line was where Zach Levi was standing. And they could have put just anybody there because it was just an eye line.
Standing.
But he stood there and allowed me to look at him as I'm speaking to him so I can get the reactions from him.
See, that's a good guy.
And I even went up to him and I said, hey, that's... A lot of actors don't, and he goes, "Hey, that's our job."
That's not a prima donna. And
exactly,
is this guy someone that if we saw his face, we know who it was?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did Shazam. He was Chuck on that series.
Yeah, I'm lost.
And he just did Harold and the Purple Crayon. It's going to be released.
I'm still lost.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if I saw his face.
American Underdog, where he played Kurt Warner.
Yeah,
the Kurt Warner story.
He played Kurt Warner?
Yeah.
By the way, great movie.
Yeah, excellent.
Absolutely.
And he is a great actor.
Yeah,
I saw that one.
Yeah, I don't watch anything new. If it ain't an old match game rerun, it's not me. Bill Maher, and by the way, so let's see this. What do you think? 6 months? A year?
Probably next summer. Yeah. Oh, another quick thing. Okay, so
come over,
we have
please.
this huge lunch, and then the first AD comes up and he goes, "Okay, everybody, there's a coffee truck outside, which is like a food truck, but all they serve are coffee drinks, right?"
Yeah.
And he said, "Everybody, help yourself to a coffee, including the extras, and it's all on Zach."
Oh, that's nice.
He bought that truck for the day,
So this guy's
everybody could have
this guy's doing well.
coffee.
Show me the picture of this dude. Yeah. I see. Yeah, young guy. Young guy.
young
I'm
guy.
familiar with him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Good guy.
So what do you think? You don't want to talk about his politics. Did you talk politics?
Not really. People weren't really talking politics that much there.
Well, not on a set of a movie, even in Oklahoma.
It's Oklahoma.
Yeah, you don't really have to, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Trump got 95% of the vote in Oklahoma.
Yeah. No. Was it tough coming back to Southern California after spending a month there in God's country?
Well, to tell you the truth, I live in Ventura County, which is a very red county. And the city I live in is a very red city. So I actually, people ask why I'm still here.
Yeah.
If I lived in L.A., I'd be gone. But being there, it's not like living in L.A.
But you still pay the taxes of California.
Yeah, but even Ventura,
Tom,
the taxes are less.
Tom, you're 15 minutes away from us. I'm not going to tell people where you live exactly, but you are.
I don't think you know his address.
I don't know his address, but I know the city.
And by the way, they'd have to know exactly where we are in order to know where he was 15 minutes away.
But thanks a lot, Marty.
But anyway, I love it over there.
Yeah, by the way,
everything about it.
You just put a bullseye on us. A bullseye.
God.
A bullseye.
Really?
Or in the hairs.
We live 15 minutes away from Tom. It could be anywhere.
A bullseye.
No, it can't be anywhere. He doesn't live in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's Ventura County, bro.
By the way, how about that interview? It was did I say bullseye or did I mean what did I mean?
Focus.
Target.
Focus. You meant focus.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's okay when they say that kind
and when
of stuff.
J.D. Vance makes a statement, he says, "Man, if you can't run, you can't be president. Get the hell out." He makes it real simple. If you can't run, then you can't be president. Goodbye. Isn't that common sense?
Pretty simple.
By the way, J.D. Vance has also brought Silicon Valley back into the Republican Party because he's a massive he's a massive crypto guy.
The guy, a self-made man.
That's right.
That's what cool. Those are the people we want in charge to do the right thing for us hard-working Americans.
He's 39. He's 39.
Yeah, I know.
He's 39?
He's a millennial.
Do you think that Trump had his mind made up before the shooting, or maybe he was still on the fence? What I think is that shooting just secured this J.D. Vance because Trump all of a sudden saw his life flash before his eyes, and he said, "Okay, I need someone who can be president when I'm not."
Correct.
Right?
I actually think, and it's only my opinion.
Yeah.
Prior to the shooting, it was either Youngkin or Bergman, and then after the shooting, it was I want a guy from Middle America to take my torch.
Yes,
and keep going.
That's what I think happened.
Yep.
That's what I think happened. Thank you. That's divine intervention. Bill Maher says he can't argue with claims that President Joe Biden is sticking around despite everyone but him and First Lady Joe Biden knowing he can't win. And Streisand claims Trump brought the assassination attempt on himself because he's been branded a bully. This was just a few days after the would-be assassin tried to kill President Donald Trump. Barbara, what a dumbass. God, what a dumbass. Barbara Streisand pushing a bizarre claim that Trump brought this on himself, and she floated her cockneyed karmic theory in an X post, asserting that the would-be assassin, Thomas Matthew Dead, was frequently bullied at school and therefore motivated to kill bully Trump. Well, even if that's true, that's justification, Barbara?
People are people.
How Oh, wow. Thomas Crooks was a registered Republican, but as it has been reported, he was bullied a lot in school. Maybe that's what motivated him, Streisand said. Anyway, Streisand's an idiot. And a little fact check. Trump's eyes were closed during the prayer at RNC. An image of Donald Trump closing his eyes. I got to tell you, the media, they'll never change. An image of Donald Trump closing his eyes during a prayer has been miscaptioned as though he fell asleep on the first night. And why are they doing that? Because it's, well, Joe Biden, but Trump is just as bad. He's old. No, he was closing his eyes. I'm not here to offer any sort of justification for Donald J. Trump, but the truth is the truth. I think it changed him.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tom brought that up during a break.
I believe it changed the man.
He was already a God-fearing person, but it's made him more a believer. Well, he's always been a believer, but yes, I'm with you, Tom. And you, Matt.
Elizabeth Warren, who is one of the big dummies of all time.
By the way, Oklahoma Indian.
Dot or headdress?
How? Elizabeth Warren.
Headdress?
How?
No, she's feathers.
Me know how.
Calls on Republicans and Democrats to ban assault weapons in show of unity.
Uh-huh.
Well, that makes
no sense at all.
Whatsoever. She told a late night with Stephen Colbert, boy, that guy will have anybody on that friggin' show. He's got no ratings, right?
No,
he's got nothing
But
going on.
really quickly, what is an assault weapon? Please define that.
Right, well, okay. Why are we going off on this tangent again? Republicans and Democrats should ban assault weapons in a show of unity. Susan Sarandon, it's obvious Joe Biden needs to drop out. Even Susan Sarandon, anyone but Joe Biden. I mean, this chick has been affixed to the Democrat Party, and still is, obviously.
Yeah.
And she's an Academy Award-winning actress, Susan Sarandon. I'll tell you something else that need to drop out. Couple things.
Her boobs?
Susan's fun jugs. Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Drop
man.
them.
A lot of boob sweat right there.
I've always been in love with her.
Oh, sweaty boobs next Oprah.
Oh, God.
Sweaty boobs next Donahue.
I don't know about sweaty.
Sign me up. And Dynasty star Catherine Oxenberg donated $50,000 to the Trump rally shooting victims. That's a good broad.
Wow.
Yeah, best known for Dynasty, contributed $50,000 to benefit the victims of the Butler, Pennsylvania shooting.
Nice.
That's
Good broad.
no matter what side of the aisle she's on.
I have no idea.
I don't either. Nicely done. And model Amber Rose blasts MSNBC's Joy Reid. This friggin' miscreant, commie piece of crap racist should be thrown off the friggin' television. Joy Reid for race baiting after the GOP convention speech. Model Amber Rose, big fan, and gave a great speech at the RNC, is blasting Joy Reid as a race baiter after the model spoke about her conversion to a Donald Trump voter from the stage at Mondays. And that was the first one. I watched the entire thing.
She was great.
And she was a standout. She appeared on stage in the great town of Milwaukee. Well, let's go with the great state of Wisconsin. And told an appreciative crowd that the mainstream media has lied to the nation about Donald Trump. She detailed how she went from assuming that Trump is a racist to being a supporter of the campaign. Why? Because she's not a dumb F. She figured it out. She figured this out.
I've always liked her.
And you can tell she's not a dummy. She's not. You can tell. I watched all the rallies. I started meeting so many of you, his red hat wearing supporters. I realized Donald Trump and his supporters don't care if you're black, white, gay, or straight. And that's when it hit me. These are my people. This is where I let go of my fear of judgment, of being misunderstood, of getting attacked by the left, and I put the red hat on too.
Nice.
God bless you,
Bless
man.
you, baby.
Yeah. When she said, I never felt more free and more love for my country than I do now. I want to thank my father who's been, he's in the audience, and he served over 20 years in the U.S. military. Thank you for your service. Yeah, I love you, Dad. I love you. That hit me. Having a daughter myself, that just hit me. God bless you. God bless you, supporters of the great United States of America, and just knowing the black and white of it's. Why is the election even close in any way, shape, or form?
It's not.
No, but let's stick with that. Let's play this thing as though we're 30 effing points behind, because these people on the left are maniacal ass. They're a-holes.
For a sports metaphor, do not prevent defense. Keep attacking.
When we return, I am going to get to, in my humble opinion, the greatest thing out of Trump's mouth at the RNC, the last night of the RNC. And I just, this cracked me up, and I love him for it. We'll be this after back on Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio.
return to Outlaw Radio's Demons of Decadence.
All of this frivolity from an 1876 Virginia City, Nevada-style bar in the hills of the San Fernando Valley, spitting distance from those miscreants right over there in Hollywood, Cali.
Yeah,
if
Ralph.
you have not subscribed to us on YouTube, please do. You have to punch in Magic Matt's Outlaw Radio and follow us on Rumble and hit the like button. I mean, we have all these viewers. Hit the damn like button.
Comment.
It helps the whatever those are.
This is the best show
algorithms.
ever.
Yeah, the
Best show ever.
Best show ever. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gunther.
On Kimmel Live, guest host Anthony Anderson lobs a bigoted smear at RNC. White People's Choice Awards, he calls it. This is Anthony Anderson. I think I know that guy. Isn't he an old actor from? I don't know.
No, he's a young guy. He's the newest member of the Grand Havana.
Well, is that right?
Yeah.
So you run into this a-hole
all the time.
Yeah, trashed the Republican National Convention when guest host Anthony Anderson called it the White People's Choice Awards, continuing the woke left's belief that being white, of course, is a moral failing of all of us. And Blackburn, boy, do I love this Marsha Blackburn. Senator Marsha, she has
Tennessee.
She has tenacity. I love this broad.
She's awesome.
During an appearance on the Ingram Angle, who, by the way, it depends on the angle that you see Ingram as to, her attractiveness. I can't believe. Why do I do that?
Why do you go there?
She's on our side. Why? Because I tell.
She's kind of hot.
No.
I think maybe.
Anyway, Marsha Blackburn criticized the Secret Service for its handling of the aftermath of the assassination attempt because Marsha Blackburn, I think she's a good broad. And Jack Black, with major movies on the line, scrambles to save his Hollywood career after a bandmate wished for Trump's assassination.
Tenacious D.
Tenacious D, and is now, I guess he kicked him out of the band, and the dude's, he canceled his tour, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're sort of smelling where the country is heading.
Yes.
I mean, God bless us, and let's hope that this sticks this time. David Letterman, of course, to headline the Biden fundraiser on July 29th. That'll be in Hawaii. Letterman, shut up.
What the hell is he supporting?
He's just he's an idiot. And I loved a couple things when during the speech, the great Donald Trump, who, do you know he almost lost his life to an assassin's bullet?
An inch away?
I don't know.
Quarter inch.
I mean, we have such our memories. We don't stick with these things, but that really happened a week ago today. That happened
on this show.
While we were minding our own business.
Weird things happen during live broadcasts.
When he said your expectations are not big enough, I love that.
Yes.
I love that. This, though, I'm going to run. I've got 17 great ones here, but this is the one that I love the most. He says, and by the way, Wisconsin, we're spending over $250 million here creating jobs and other economic development all over the place. So I hope you will remember this in November and give us your vote. I am trying to buy your vote.
That's right.
honest.
And he said, I'll be honest about that, and I promise we will make Wisconsin great again. I love it. At least he says it,
That is so killer.
These idiots stick a-holes on the left, and Biden, of course, taking care of all of the college money that should be paid by those who attended college. But, of course, he's still trying to buy the vote. If Biden would just say one truthful thing, if he would have just said, yes, honestly, I'm trying to buy your vote, would we not have loved that?
Yes.
But for Trump to say it, yes, I'm trying to buy your vote. God bless you, man. As I say, God bless Terry Vincent from Eugene, Oregon. Thanks for spending some time with us. Tattoo Dave, our producer.
Thank you.
My brother Marty. My brother Marty. Ralph O'Dierna.
Ralphie.
Mark C.G. Boyer.
T.
Oh, I got a frog in my throat that's not paying rent. Our Marine outside there preparing the barbecue. Is he back on the sauce yet?
No, he's on the sauce. He's not smoking.
Okay, good. God bless him.
He's very unhappy.
I love him, man. Good Marine. That's our buddy. Tom Omer, movie star, television star, in a brand new movie called Killing Fields from Oklahoma. No, it's not. No, it's
Sarah's Oil.
Sarah's Oil Fields.
Matt, don't.
Right? Is that not what it's called?
No.
Mom and Dad, I love you. My daughter, Alexandra, I love you 20 million times around the world. And please don't forget, whatever you forget, don't forget bumblebees can't fly.